Welcome back. Love Boat Project number 69. I am your host, Mike Taylor. With me, as always, my co-host, Mike Robertson. Ahoy, Mike.
Hey, Mike. Question. Why in the year of our Lord 1980 was it so hard to find back of the head balding adult male models?
Listen.
I don't think that Gab McLeod and whoever was playing back of the head Gavin McLeod had ever met. So,
I don't think their balding matched up, to be honest with you. They had one was patterned and one was balding.
and the one guy had, I would say, a damn near a Guy Lafleur-esque mane going on back there versus the military regs of Merrill Stubing.
That is the French military cut, French naval cut there.
Sacre bleu.
I would like to welcome aboard my friend and our very special guest, Mr. Jonas Beals. Welcome aboard, sir.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Very glad to have you.
Nice to
Quick
be
question
aboard.
we ask every new guest on the show is, have you ever been on a cruise?
I have not.
Oh, see, neither.
I've not been on a cruise.
Neither
I
have
feel
we.
like I don't know. I call myself anti-cruise, but I probably shouldn't have that opinion because I've never been on one. So.
Is it the water issue itself, or is there a particular reason you feel that way?
No, actually, maybe I should edit that and say I've been on like a small boat. I've never been on a big cruise.
Like a cruise, like
not the Princess. I've never been on anything that big.
No, I've been on a freshwater boat ride.
I knew you were going to
shoehorn
that in. Yeah.
In a boat nowhere near as big, and it didn't have any chairs on board.
It just seems like too many people, and
right,
tiny little rooms and too many people, and I don't do well in the sun, so being out in like tropical weather in direct sunlight.
It's got all the things you love. Big crowds. Yeah, big crowds and bright sunshine and no sunglasses allowed. It sounds like a perfect combination.
No sunglasses.
Nothing that we've gleamed in now 69 episodes, plus talking to people who have been on cruises, has made me regret or change my mind in terms of what I'm 100%. Missing, I think. And we haven't even mentioned the fact that I don't want to be captive to strangers, which is, I think, unless you come with a large group, or if you're in this show this week where you only talk to 2 people in the crew, you're basically, stuck at the mercy of some randos. So,
I mean, I can sit alone in my cabin at home. You know what I mean? I don't even need to leave my house to do what I would do on a cruise.
And maybe that's what we should be doing. So.
But we are here to talk about the Love Boat, Season 3, Episode 21, The Captain's Ne'er-Do-Well Brother. Uh-oh.
Nice title.
The Perfect Match and the remake. Before I go any further, I just want to say, I don't know do you remember when The Phantom Menace came out and they did an edit? There was this mystery edit where they did it, and it was called The Phantom Edit, where they took out Jar Jar Binks from the entire movie, and it made just a better movie in a lot of Star Wars.
I have heard
sort
of this.
Geeks.
Yes.
I wish I could do the same thing by removing all 3 Stubings from this episode. I would call it the Love Boat Edit. Yeah, it would just be the perfect match in the remake. We would just cut Vicky and the brothers out.
I had a feeling this might be the case, and this happens rarely, but I think we are going to be diametrically opposed because, honest to God, this is one of my favorite episodes we've watched this season. Enjoyed it immensely. Yeah,
it's not the lack of enjoyment. It is the Stubing. Harumph, another it's him again.
Yeah, but a great Stubing.
Well,
yeah,
I think Marshall Stubing,
maybe the real
the captain.
Right? Who's Shorty proudest of? You know what I mean? Or who's Stubby proudest of?
Shorty,
Shorty, Stubby.
It's your first episode,
but I do have. It'll be interesting.
Are you referring to Vicky as Shorty now?
That's right. There's Stubby and there's Shorty, who's always happens to be leaving for ice cream. Yeah, they're always leaving to get
ice cream or bed.
That's
I can relate. I can relate to that. Yeah,
it's seems like a great life.
Yeah. You don't see her ever doing any schoolwork on that thing either, and it is definitely school season. She's just.
They only reference schoolwork like one time too. It's not even like a throwaway. It's always bed and ice
I'm a
cream.
little surprised they referenced it. That's something.
It felt like they
Maybe,
had, it was like early. It was like maybe the first one after she came
Right,
on. They were
right.
like, they had to get with the censors. They're
For
like,
the-
yeah,
yeah.
they go to school.
Don't
Yeah, what are we
worry.
gonna do?
But you could see he was preparing for his map reading class he was going to teach her. But we'll get to that later as well. Original air date, February 2nd, 1980. Before I get started with my favorite segment, I just want to say it's a banner day for the podcast. As we go into my favorite segment, I'm very excited. What else is on? CBS 8 p.m. The Chisholms, which we agree is just a blatant ripoff of exactly Centennial.
Centennial.
Episode called "Endless Desert" or "Endless Dessert," depending on if you can read or not.
Way different episodes.
Yeah,
It's
I'll flip
difficult
it.
for the dyslexics in the crowd.
I'll flip it in the description and see if it makes it more fun. The Chisholms chose the uncharted desert passage to California and take Betsy O'Neill with them at Gideon's behest. It makes no
Gideon
sense anyway.
Well,
Yeah.
remember Gideon last week? Gideon was
Oh,
fighting
yeah.
with his brother.
With the
I don't know if it was
Indians.
over Betsy O'Neill though. She must be a big deal if they named her in full.
Well, it was about the uncharted desert passage, paved with chocolate wafers.
Baked Alaska.
The uncharted chocolate dessert passage. That I don't think we. That's
It
a
could be.
euphemism. Yeah.
NBC at 8 p.m. Chips episode called Kidnap. Oh boy, here we go.
Did we just do Kidnap with that?
I feel like we just did Kidnap.
Right?
John and Ponch enter a desert off-road race, unaware that a pair of thugs are using the race as a cover to retrieve a cache of stolen gold coins. Why aren't they off duty?
It's not about kidnapping.
Yeah, unless the gold
Okay.
coins were kidnapped. Is that what they're saying? There's no.
That can't be the
Yeah,
right
close
title.
enough.
Like that just can't be the right title, right? Because maybe
Go
last
back.
week was Kidnapped and they just they just left it on
They
there
went
from
I,
last
I, I feel like I heard
Absolutely.
you guys talk about it. I'd say kidnapped before, but I think
I'll
last
go
week
back.
was like
Yeah, and that doesn't seem to have any,
jailbreak
that should be
or
called
something.
Gold Race. Race for
Or s-
gold is what it should be
Right,
called.
Yeah,
off-duty gold coins or something, in the desert. Dry
Gold Rush
coins.
is right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sandy coins.
Yeah.
CBS at 9 p.m. We have a movie, not a TV movie, a movie. Movies from 1978, and it's called The Driver.
Right to the driver.
Yeah, an innocent woman is pulled into a deadly contest between a getaway driver with nerves of steel and a policeman who is obsessed with arresting him. With
Burt Reynolds and Jackie Gleason.
right? Ryan O'Neill and Bruce Dern, who will come up in just a few
Oh,
minutes as well.
interesting.
That's
Yeah.
actually a good. That's
Right?
That's good. That's good. I mean, I might watch The Driver.
I
think-
might
you think-
watch that.
You think that was intentional counter programming to Love
Oh,
Boat?
they were like, when's that Dern movie on? Let's get her on there.
Well,
Right.
it's not just that, man. But if you like vehicles, Saturday night is your time, man. You got
Right.
boats and bikes and
You can watch
trucks.
Chips.
And
Well, did you
Yeah.
say trucks, Mike?
I did say trucks, Mike.
It's finally happened.
All
NBC
right.
at 9 p.m. BJ and the Bear. Title of the episode, a little weird. Bear Bondage. Synopsis. When Bear, again, this is the
Hey.
first time they have mentioned Bear,
Yeah, let alone
B-
let alone-
26
BEAR
episodes.
bondage?
right? B-A-R-E. That's what it is.
Yeah. Okay.
BJ and the Bear. When Bear becomes ill, BJ takes him to a vet. Hold on for this one. And is subsequently told that he has died.
spoiler.
This week, BJ, no, I'm kidding. However, it turns out that the vet is secretly selling animals to a laboratory and Bear is still alive. Caveat here, or just a footnote. This is the 26th episode of the series, and it's the first time they've mentioned Bear in any synopsis or in any storyline.
So is it like Project X?
I don't. Well, I think there's
Right.
only there was only 46 episodes of the series, so it took more than half the series for them to even bring it up. Aside from
And
like
then-
Bear in a
and-
silly hat,
And they immediately kill him.
and then they kill him.
Fake kill him off.
Aha! They're trying to get everyone off. I did learn this week that Bear is named after Bear Bryant. Roll Tide.
That's
I did not know that.
Roll Tide. Yeah.
That can't be true.
Do you wear a funny hat?
Yeah.
You
maybe,
know he's
maybe
wearing
Bear
that
can
houndstooth. You know?
maybe Bear can coach Alabama.
He probably
Too
did a
soon?
better job of it a
Too
couple
soon.
of Ooh, it's a little soon.
Whoa.
Episode synopsis for today. The captain's brother comes on board and immediately starts mooching off of him. Fair enough. Julie's widow aunt thinks she's met the reincarnation of her husband. And finally, a woman is looking for the perfect man to be the father of her child, but not her husband. Which that was racy in 1980, huh?
You know what's funny?
I think so.
I don't know why this is the case. I never looked at the synopsis before I watched it this week. I had no idea what I was walking into except the twin brothers.
It's
or
almost
whatever.
better that way.
It was
I would
kind of
think.
nice, but I had no idea about any of the other storylines. It was nice to go in kind of fresh. It was easy to get into and easy to explain, and
Well,
I didn't have any preconceived notions, which never happens.
No.
So.
And there was nothing complex going on this week. It was very
Who knows? Like
You
three
know?
sophisticated shades of crazy women. Maybe.
I mean, right?
Take your pick, right?
That's true. That is true. Guest stars this week, James Broderick as Neil Rich, his only appearance in The Love Boat. Father of Matthew Broderick. Unfortunately, he died at 55 from thyroid cancer.
Saw that. Yeah.
Which he wasn't 55 in this. No offense. Because he
Yeah,
looked every bit of 55.
When we get to the
just the
meet
timing.
cute,
It's weird.
When we get to the meet cute, I do have some commentary on what they do for these women who have now been on 3 times, because it's interesting to see who Florence Henderson has hooked up with in our 3 episodes that we've seen her.
Well, coming from the last one, funny you bring her up. Florence Henderson as Christine Frank. It's the 3rd of 9 appearances on The Love Boat. Good Lord.
So many.
Last time we saw her, so much. Last time we saw her was in season 2 as Diane DeMarzo in the storyline The Captain's Cup with Pat Harrington Jr. Portraying a English. What was he giving a cup? What was his title?
He was a playboy, right? Wealthy playboy,
Something like that.
something like that. But yeah, Pat Harrington was actually just a lowly ship's crewman who just kind of wiped the banisters.
Barely.
Wait,
This guy
see
barely
that
did
one.
any work, and she just
Yeah.
molded him into this, and he thought it was going to be something more, and
I'm not
A
into
weird
money.
storyline.
I'm into love.
yeah.
It's that guy. So-
And then he did it anyway, and it was a
And then
whole-
in her first episode, they stuck her with Shecky Green.
That's right.
And so, like, I
Love
don't
Shecky Green.
I don't think of Florence Henderson as some sex symbol, but it is odd that they really didn't give her like any kind of like handsome younger gentleman.
Well, if
like,
they
it was
thought her as
all-
a sex symbol, they would probably have someone. Because if let's
They
say
found somebody
James-
who looked like a dead husband for her.
Right.
He was
I'm
filling
taking
the
your-
role.
I'm taking your word for that, Carol Brady. Like, I don't really, so-
Yeah, right. That's true.
your
That
husband
is
was
true, though, 'cause-
black, Aunt Chris.
Well, how old do you think Florence Henderson is right here? Is she 40? 40? Young
I mean,
40s?
Brady
I feel
Bunch
like
is we're
late
what
30s.
10 years out from the start of the Brady
I think
Bunch.
so.
maybe?
Yeah. I
Like
mean, it's
late
been
Yeah,
off
I
for a
think so.
bit.
Yeah, so I would say call her 40. It's less the age. We actually don't even know how old Shecky Green was, right? But it was like it's more
He
just
was
like
old.
they really didn't give her. It's kind of like Vicki Lawrence got stuck with Dick Van Patten. It was just like they didn't even think, oh, maybe she
Right.
deserves a more handsome fellow in one of these stories.
They're like, well, we wanted it to be believable. Florence is
yeah,
like,
it's
thanks.
really a shot at Florence Henderson.
It
Yeah,
is.
so-
Yeah, we're going to get you an older star. Thanks.
Yeah.
James Broderick, he's 54 and a half. A young man. Sorry, James Broderick. That was unnecessary.
He's still got it, man.
He did,
I mean, he's not Phil.
Not
he's
anymore.
He's not Phil Harris.
He's not Phil Harris.
So-
You can catch that episode in our archive. Love Boat Project number 36. Dr. Barnes, Night Surgeon.
Oh, you know what that means?
Yeah, that's a good one. Episode of Bricker in there. That's a good one. Diane Ladd is Ruby Gibson, first of 3 appearances on the Love Boat. Interesting. She portrayed Flo in the film version of Alice.
Yep.
Nominated for an Academy Award, and mother of Laura Dern.
Oh, I see what you did
old
there.
Brucey.
Wife of Bruce.
Kent
Yeah.
McCord. It's Howard Samuels. Got a lot to say about this Joker. Only appearance on Love Boat. This guy is just, oh boy. Starred as Officer. What's up?
You're gonna say dirty things about him.
This
what a
guy's
beautiful
just-
man. Come on.
Yeah, but there's just nothing. He's just
Some would say he's
nothing
the
going on.
perfect. Some would say he's the perfect man.
Yeah, I want to recount.
Statistically,
I want to recount on that IQ test, or she just like smudged it. Yeah, it's okay. 9 out of 10 things are fine.
That's pretty good.
He starred as Officer Jim Reed on Adam 12 from 1968 to 1975.
Never saw anything about that show ever.
Same.
Like I've heard of it, I had no idea. I was like, he looks familiar. I'm sure I know him from something, but certainly not that. So.
He should just always wear a cop hat.
Yeah.
And be like, there he is. There's Officer Jim Reed. I've never.
Right.
Finally, more Love Boat royalty. Connie Stevens is Holly Christopher. Second of 7 Love Boat appearances. Last time we saw her was in season 2. She played Karen Maynard, who was being pursued by both Captain Steubing and Doc. Remember the giant champagne bottle they brought?
I voted for this. You did not, and it did not win. But I voted for her previous episode as the worst episode of the season because that is Pepito.
Yeah.
And I will say this: I was very whatever about her in the first one. She was fantastic. In this one, she was
a lot of charisma.
Great. Like I get it now. I get Connie Stevens now.
Yeah,
so she was great.
And you can catch that episode. That is Love Boat Project number 37, the Pepito drinking game. So be prepared to drink.
That's a great one. I
Pepito.
love that one. I had the age question about Connie Stevens too, because she is, I mean, she's hot to trot for this guy, obviously, but I was sort of questioning, is the biological clock is ticking
loudly.
Right. And she'd had a full career before this, obviously. I mean, she'd been in everything.
Yeah, they kind of flipped it. I wonder if she was a big enough name where it was like,
they could.
It's funny how Vicki Lawrence doesn't get, Kent McCord, but Connie Francis does. Right. It kind of goes back to Florence Henderson's like, what?
I was told I'd be working with
Kent McCord.
I think she was 42. In this
she looked great.
She looked
great for 42.
She's awesome.
And I'll say this: they usually, like Mike had said, they usually try to make those 42-year-old women look about 70.
Yeah.
So good that they did. I will also say, Mike, don't forget, she is Love Boat royalty because she is the first person that we ever saw steering the boat.
Oh, that is true. She played a vital role in the safety of hundreds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be funny if they were like Connie Stevens as Ruby Gibson. Ooh, what's that about? Any items to cover, questions, comments, concerns before we hop on this boat?
I'd like to bring up the writer of the Steubing Brothers script, Casey Keller. Not the former United States goalkeeper
from Fulham.
That's right.
He or she, I guess, I don't really know. This is their second episode that they ever wrote. They wrote, Mike, one of our least favorite of the early part of this whole thing, the Gotcha Milton Berle prankster storyline, which was barely a storyline.
Floating hat, yeah.
But they'll be back now. This is the first one since then, so they'll be back for a while. But I always like to call out when we have a new writer, and this was, I thought, a good effort, despite what you think. So,
well, we'll have a lot to talk about. All right.
I have a question, though, Diane Ladd question. Is she, it can't be possible. There's been some bigger stars, but she has 3 Oscar nominations, I believe, right?
I did see that. She was nominated for that Academy Award for that Alice.
She's a big deal.
She's a big deal.
She also was in a David Lynch movie. She was in Wild at Heart. I think she got nominated for that too, maybe. Anyway,
But
The
yeah, I mean,
olds,
big.
we've actually had Academy Award winners, but it's been a lot of the olds, like the
oh right.
people from like the 40s and 50s. But
Like I don't know. Yeah, I think
like
I remember you guys talking about somebody.
the guy from the beginning of this season, God, the father, Mark Harmon's father,
Yeah,
won the Oscar.
Lauren
Like,
Green.
yeah, Lauren Green did not
right.
win the Oscar for
No.
anything. But, no.
Maybe
Wait,
a
he won the
Grammy at
Grammy
some
for
point.
his
Yeah,
spoken
definitely a
word country
Grammy.
album. Sure.
Yeah.
That's funny, but it is interesting. You know, we do have a lot of these older stars, but yeah, Diane Ladd. Well, it is. I meant to say it is the season of the olds, right? And Mike, would you say that continues with
Oh
the
yeah,
performances of Diane Ladd and James Broderick?
I don't. Yeah, I guess you're right because It was funny. I was thinking because Marshall Steubing looks so much younger than Meryl Steubing that I
Amazing what a
wasn't
little
thinking
hair
about
will
him being
do, huh,
old. But
guys?
yeah, and I
He has less
thought
skin. Yeah.
I thought Neil Rich was very good too. Now the season of the olds is strong.
I agree.
It's going to be some of those categories are going to be very thin, but that ain't one of them. So
No, that's going to be. It's going to take a half an hour just go through the nominees for that particular
it's intense.
category. All right, well, let's get on the boat. We see Doc and Gopher. We don't see much of Gopher this episode. Let me just.
Gopher was getting ready for next week's episode. so-
Apparently. Doc and Gopher are greeting passengers when a handsome gentleman arrives. Doc says, "Here comes a guy I've hated all my life." Gopher says, "Who is he?" Doc says, "I have no idea, but he has those handsome looks I've hated my whole life." Doc's firing off.
Brutally honest.
Brutally honest, Doc. Medical school bricker. Handsome Howard Samuels introduces himself to Doc and Gopher. Gopher explains where his cabin is located. Enter a frantic blonde woman, asking if someone who fits handsome Howard Samuels has boarded the ship already. And the weird thing here, and I don't know if you noticed this too, they are so free with information. He just boarded. Here's his cabin number.
Yep.
God forbid you're in like the witness protection program. I mean,
this was the
That's a HIPAA.
worst. Well, I was gonna say this is the
Yes.
worst HIPAA violation in this episode for about 5 minutes.
well,
and it gets
yeah,
worse.
that's true. It gets
So-
a lot worse. And security. There's security issues. There's there's all sorts of things going on. Doc asks if he's her friend. She tells Doc that she'd never met him before. Interesting. Julie's given her aunt a tour of the ship. Her aunt's husband died 2 years ago. She says she has no interest in meeting anyone, but she's agreed to have a good time on the cruise, and Julie leaves to go get her room key. Let me ask you.
Well, go ahead.
Please, yeah. I know where you're going.
First of all, Julie's main job on this boat is to greet passengers as they come in. And she's like, this is a great time to take my aunt around for a boat tour.
Right?
First of all, can you imagine trying to give a tour when people are coming on?
That's
You're
what-
just
it doesn't make
banging
any
into
sense.
things. It's the worst time for a tour. But
Isn't
secondly,
this a big part of her job, like you're saying?
this
Like,
is
isn't
the
it?
part. Well, she knows it is because she went right back to work after she stopped the tour.
Ugh.
Why wouldn't you just say? Why wouldn't you just have them come on? It was unnecessary
have
to
her do
give
it
her
later.
a tour. It
Let her
was
get on the boat.
unnecessary.
She didn't even have a key yet. Where's her bags? Like, what's going on?
But the more egregious thing to me was Julie, like when Julie was coming in so hot and a little insensitive about get over it. And then they're like almost 2 years. And when you say almost 2 years, that's like 9 months.
Well, don't they count like babies by months until they're like 2 years old? So, I mean, it's like my wife died 16 months ago. That's an appropriate statement.
Julie, all about family when it's her parents, but not about what I'm assuming is her mom's sister. I assume Florence Henderson is her mom's sister, right? Because it's definitely not Norman Fell's sister. So.
Because what
She has too
does
much
she
energy
say,
for
right?
that.
She says something like you can't spend
win
the
'em
rest of your
all.
life mourning or something
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't win them all. Try again.
Eggs, omelets, Aunt Christine. I mean, come on.
I am 99% sure that Jimmy Walker was not dead for 2 years when he was haunting.
No,
What's her name?
no.
So it's like-
No. Yeah, Julie, and it's funny. It's a continuing theme. Like, Julie's not. I don't know if she's just tranquilized. She's just doesn't. Oh, yeah. You know, she's not sad about it. She's not happy.
She
She's
is,
just.
it's funny because she is on to the next one in some situations, and then she will never think about Alaska ever again.
No.
So
Who?
it's
Yeah.
just
Who's
like, yeah,
Alaska? Yeah. Keep
yeah.
thinking that
So,
way. Yeah.
but I just
She's
thought it
getting
came off.
shock therapy and ports of call.
It came off really like again, like weirdly cold and insensitive for Julie. Like, come
Just
on,
Very
man.
zero
patronizing
awareness.
to her aunt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Her aunt who's been widowed for somewhere between 10 to 14 months, I'm guessing. So
She should probably
Yeah,
count
get
in
over
weeks.
it. Get
But yeah,
over it.
you'd think somebody who's in this job that has to have a certain social awareness, I don't know how
empathy.
you'd say it, and it's just not picking, oh, I'll go get your key. Stay here by yourself and think about him. I'm going to go get your
Yeah.
cabin key.
Yeah,
Jeez,
can you put your
dude.
mask card down for a second so I
No
can
kidding. Stop singing. And no, I don't want Wesson. All right, settle down, Florence Henderson. Jeez, this is right around those Wesson commercials start coming up.
Do you think she kept her dead husband's ashes in the captain's cup urn?
Or she's got the giant picture in her suitcase, like that one.
Man, we haven't
This
had a
one
giant
widow,
picture in
she
a
had
while.
a giant picture in her suitcase.
We haven't had a giant
Good
dead picture in a
Lord.
while. Yeah.
No, like, it was like door size.
A giant
so
picture
nuts.
of a dead person just
Yeah.
that they travel with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Like,
Okay,
oh, this
okay,
is
yeah.
Season one, they
Frankie.
were big on dead pictures.
Yeah, it was dead pictures every week of
Oh,
somebody else. It
interesting.
was good. It
Okay.
was crazy.
It was at least two. I mean, for
was at least
serious,
two.
seriously, there were at least two. So.
And we have another
Yeah.
picture issue this week too. So we're just
Well, show don't tell. That's just good writing.
that. That's funny. A man nearly gets run over by a luggage cart being pushed by an unnamed crew member. I don't know what the hell's going on here.
I had to go back
Like,
3
what
times
the-
to
same
find out what
here. I was
happened.
like, how did this
Yeah,
guy?
I thought
and
the
he's
cart
walking
hit her.
forward. Yeah,
because he hits her with his back.
With his
Like,
back.
it's-
And I wondered
mean-
if that was all his luggage because he seemed to be guiding the luggage cart. at
So,
first.
it was a
it's-
lot of luggage.
And
Yeah.
except for the fortune teller who came
Yeah.
in her own luggage,
Yeah,
we
she
have
did
not
come in
seen
her-
a lot of luggage carts.
I don't see a lot of luggage. No, because normally it's like they have somebody comically carrying all the luggage, or like the
Right.
guy's wife
Yeah.
last week because he had a quadruple bypass, and this is
Triple.
some triple.
Which turns
sorry.
out, I don't know if you remember, bad.
Preventative, fully
Bad, though.
preventative.
Bypass surgery, bad. Mike Taylor.
Oh,
Triple bypass
bad.
back then was like
Yeah.
100 bypass.
I did. It's bad. That's just what does it entail? Just horrible things. You don't
Yeah,
even want to know.
I think we got a citation from the American Heart Association for that episode last week.
Journal of
Thanks,
Medicine
dear.
gave me a call. And they're like, "Well put. It is bad, Mike." Like, thanks, Journal of Medicine. Backs into Julie's aunt. She turns and looks at him, and it's like she saw a ghost. And then I was like, "I bet you that's what they told all Flo Henderson too. Like, act like you've seen a ghost." And she's like, "I can do
Well,
that."
see, now I thought this was, she's a McCoy because she just had that like Julie level humana stare at an old man.
I was reading beneath the eyes, Mike. I think you really had to go deeper to really get her acting motivation out of that scene. I do agree. To the layman, she did look like she was just doing the Julie thing. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it was a weird. She just kind of just stood there, like.
Well, and you've said this before, like they got to hit you with the broad strokes,
Oh.
and they had to get to the meat of this thing. Not super quick. They at least waited a little bit. They waited like a couple scenes before they
Yeah.
hit you with
Well-
what was happening. But I did not look at it as her seeing the reincarnation of her dead husband in this
No.
moment.
No,
So,
not now. Not
no,
now.
not yet. So-
Or maybe like she used to
No.
date in middle school. Something. They went.
oh, like Floyd Fosnick.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
know. That's
Yeah,
fine.
she was somewhere between infatuated and injured, I think.
Yeah.
after
maybe
that
she's
incident.
She just
concussed.
looked dazed.
Yeah.
Like she took
Yeah.
slightly concussed. Just
Honestly, I'm surprised Bricker didn't come over and try and take her spleen out or something. So.
just pick her up. You need surgery. Get on the phone. Immediately.
Damn it, there's no time.
And we're overdue for
Oh, we're
episode
overdue
of Breaker,
for
by
a
the way.
medical. Yeah.
He introduces himself as Neil Rich. She introduces herself, not to be confused with Rich Little, who did no impressions a couple weeks ago. This is Neil Rich.
Ooh, devastating.
Do you think it was
Turn the
interesting
page on
that
that.
everybody except for Diane Ladd's character's last name was also a first name? I found that interesting. I don't know.
It's
why.
like professional wrestlers in developmental. Like, this is Paul Drake. Just
Well, I
the
think they ran
worst
out of. I
generic
think they're
names.
running out of last names too because I
Don't
did
be
look
afraid
ahead
of
to next.
ethnicity.
I looked ahead to
You're
next
running
week.
out of last names.
Seriously, because I looked ahead to next week and they're already reusing a last
like
name
Frank
that I
Chris.
remembered. So
Where they're
you know,
doubling them up. Hi, I'm Neil and I'm Christine.
I'm Neil twice.
We still have 6 more seasons of names. I mean,
Names
come
are not
on.
that hard. Just like go get a baseball card. Like it's not that
Or
hard.
flip one
Like,
open. Fernando Tatis.
Bucky
Fernando Bill.
Just have Eddie Murray. All right. That'd be great if Eddie Murray.
Yeah.
He says he hopes they bump into each other again. My
Which
question
is like the 7th time we've heard 2 people who've run into each other say that. Like it's like so.
So I was like, well, she probably got a discount on the tickets, right?
Yeah.
And to peer ahead again, let me just say this, right? Well, so Julie comes back with the room key. Christine's pretty much gone catatonic at this stage of the game.
Julie's like, I know that look. You met a man.
Oh, why would you get left in Alaska for a man who got married and you didn't know because you didn't answer his letters because he wanted to be mysterious? I'm with you, girl.
Have you tried
I'm
sex
with you.
bombing Ralph Mouth yet?
He's supposed to be back next season. So let me just say, so it says, Julie says, you look like you just saw a ghost. And Christine says, I think I have. Let me hit the pause button here. All right. That would have been the last thing I said before I left the cruise ship. All right. If Sweet Missy, let me rephrase, if Ghost Missy showed up on a cruise I was on to have fun, to get my mind off of Ghost Missy and her tragic passing, hot air balloon, it was awful. I'm out of there, man. I'm out of there immediately. If I saw someone, I would not. She came here to get her mind off things, right? She said, what did she say in the beginning?
Julie, why did you
no interest in meeting anyone
at my husband's funeral?
Well, yeah, she agreed to have a good time on the cruise, but I didn't know that included like, what is she? Is it gonna be doppelgangers of every like important man in her life that's passed away for them? I mean, what is going on?
Here's the problem, because Julie never. What they needed was one line at one point when Julie had met Neil, that she's like, man, he kind of has a bit of a resemblance to Uncle John.
Sure, or
because
we don't. Yeah,
because here's the thing. There's a world, right? Because Florence Henderson, at some level, just goes complete psycho with this whole thing.
Yeah.
There's a world where this guy looks nothing like her old husband. And so that ghost thing
Julie
means
didn't catch it.
Julie, right.
You
know?
That's where a big photograph would come in handy.
Exactly. Yeah. It's not.
We need to know.
You hold it up.
It's Neil Peart. It's not even Neil.
Yeah. But she was, again, it's tough because she has to portray somewhere between terrified and the horny.
Like freaked out, but really happy. But yeah, that's a weird. I do agree with you, Mike, because I did think that was something missing, was that like it was a no-sell job by Julie. I think that would have gone a long way. Like, oh my.
Julie didn't really
true.
Yeah, Julie picked up on the obvious, when it got really weird, but she wasn't like they didn't ham fist it. They actually didn't ham fist it, which I appreciate here, but
yeah, I said no follow-up question or comments from Julie on this at all, right? How does that? Nothing. No.
Because Julie got what she wanted. Nothing. She's like, okay,
you're
going to get some.
Bye-bye.
So you're going to get some. Like
the love boat is doing its job.
Yeah, I know. Right. She's like, if you're not going to get with them, I am. She's right up his alley.
Camp counselor at Meatballs or something.
It's ridiculous. Julie sees Steubing. But he has hair, a tan 3-piece suit, and the mustache of a cartoon villain. He introduces himself as Marshall Steubing, kisses her hand, and I went,
Sherry.
Remember, she had a crush on Steubing, and Marshall checks a lot of boxes for Julie.
Oh,
sort of shady, older, not going to treat her well. Perfect for Julie.
Oh, I mean, honestly, I was shipping them a little bit.
If Julie had a little money, then he would have been all over. But then again, it's not the same. But Julie, I was a little worried about that.
What kind of was there an accent happening? Was there with
I thought they were going for like a continental kind of like, like
man
about like an educated American.
Probably.
Yeah.
It was a little effete at moments.
Yeah.
Maybe Julie would have appreciated that. I don't know.
I bet you Gavin Cloud loved playing this part. You could just tell.
Oh yeah.
So
that's
Mike,
that's yeah. For
Mike,
sure.
let me ask you before we
Yeah.
get into whatever you're going to say about Marshall Steubing.
I got a lot. Yeah.
Were you able to separate them as two characters, or are you looking at this as
No, 100%.
Steubing dressed up as another person?
I'll say this. I
Not
don't really
Gab
have
McLeod, because I know you don't think Gab McLeod is playing Captain Steubing.
No, Steubing is his own. Steubing plays Steubing. I have no problem with Marshall. I thought it was a great interpretation. I love the character.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Just wanted to have
My
the context
issue,
for you.
and we'll get to these issues, is with Meryl Steubing.
Good
And
guy.
I'll explain later.
Meryl Steubing, good guy, you mean?
No, Meryl Steubing, walk all over me, quote unquote, captain of a ship. Come on. You don't see me wearing my captain's hat this week.
Well, I'll say I know where you're going, and I will say yes, you are
Right?
correct. There were some real naval regulations that probably were broken there.
Like, what would it take for him to do something? Like, what? Oh, we're being boarded by Somalian pirates. And it would just be him.
And they're singing.
Nothing. They've killed the entire crew. Nothing. Just eating his donut with his. Anyway. Julie calls Captain Steubing over, and I can't wait for this camera trickery. Like, I can't wait for old split screen Olympics to start here.
I mean, better than the twins.
Oh, I thought it was much better.
They've gotten better at it.
I didn't see much that was off. Would it be funny if Marshall was wearing a 3-piece suit with shorts and knee socks, just like Steubing, on a separate? It just runs in the family.
I forgot to get changed. Apologies.
It's you. I can't leave my Bermudas behind. Meryl wants Marshall off the ship immediately. Marshall holds up his ticket, and then here we go. Does that ticket override the action/wishes orders of a captain, or does he just let it slide?
No,
he
it's
can't
like
just be like, no,
because he would have no actual reason. The only person we've seen that he even threatened to stay off his ship was Marty Ingalls after he tried to scam the boat.
That's true,
and that was after the fact. We talked about the lack of ability to throw somebody off this thing. So,
well, I just thought this was it does nothing, right? This is the first step in like taking the air out of Captain Steubing's sails as far as his like. The way he
wants
as a
him
leader.
because if he doesn't have a ticket,
right,
and
he shouldn't be on anyway.
But Steubing probably thinks he's going to do exactly what he did.
Right, he was freeloading,
mooch
right,
it.
Exactly, right. So I think that's where
that showed a little.
He assumed it, and he's like, "Oh shit, you do have a ticket.
You do have a ticket. Okay. My hands are tied.
Damn it."
Yeah, well, and he proved that he was being responsible somewhat.
So
Exactly.
far,
what poor bastard he beat up out on the gangplank to get his ticket. I have no idea.
That taxi's still running out there, but there's no driver. Poor guy.
And alternately, Steubing, cash rules everything around him. So
it is true.
As long as people are paying to get on his boat.
That's true. Look at Tony Santini.
Keep those donuts and Bermuda shorts coming. Fill them up. Fill up the boat. Buy your tickets.
Julie keeps giving family discounts. So
yeah, right.
It's nice to see somebody paying full freight.
It is nice.
Didn't we learn though when the Santinis got screwed? It's not that much of a discount, right?
30. So no, it was.
Oh, really?
No. And he had his whole family and a chicken. He had to buy he had to pay so much.
And he had to work.
He had to work. Yeah, they were making sauce.
Yeah, it's a pretty raw deal.
The whole deal.
At least he got a stubby. At least
Larry
there was
Storch, right?
Yeah,
Larry Storch. Yeah.
At least Storch got an award at the end of that. So.
Wasn't that the birthplace of Larry Storch?
The bar? What?
No, in Old City.
No, that was Larry Fine.
Larry Fine. Larry Fine.
I can understand the confusion.
Yeah, I'll take famous Larrys for 500, Ted.
Larry Storch, the Lost Stooge.
Larry King, Larry Holmes, Easton Assassin. Woman enters the ship and she's admiring the lobby. Says maybe she'll buy one of these sweet little boats in her best Texas accent.
Who is she talking to?
She just soliloquy her way up the stairs. Just look at
that Rodney Dangerfield when he was on The Simpsons, and at one point he says, "Hey, let's party" or something like that, and then he's like, "Who am I talking to?"
Yeah.
It is true because
There was somebody was carrying her bags or something next to
I
her.
get, yeah, but
just a
that
random
guy just
person.
didn't sell it. He just kept
Right.
looking.
He was
I
at
don't know.
work. He was trying not to run into somebody else with suitcases.
Right.
This gets Marshall's attention. He says, "I see my ticket for the rest of my life."
Boom.
Leaves Captain Steubing standing there like a dummy. Offers to carry the rich woman's bag. Marshall's laying it on thick, and they walk upstairs arm in arm. Isaac says Marshall works fast. Captain Steubing says he just broke the 4-minute mooch.
Somebody call Guinness.
4-minute mooch. We hear the boat horn and we're off. No ticker tape this week. No opportunity to see Jerry Stiller again. They keep using stock footage of Jerry Stiller aggressively throwing ticker tape.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
I think they just figured it out this week because they stopped showing it this week.
It'll be back.
They'll show it again.
God, I hope so. It was great.
Yeah.
Harold is at the bar. Isaac gives him a pisco punch, and Mike again. Mike, are you drinking a pisco punch right now?
I do not. I did not have the proper ingredients. Plus, it did not sound for a January show. It did not sound like a real appealing drink, and when it's like 24 degrees or something.
Jonas, you're not drinking a pisco punch right now, are you?
Funny
or
you should
pisco.
Pisco.
Pisco
Yeah,
sounds terrible. Yeah.
Pisco. I'd heard of pisco sour, but a pisco punch. I mean, this made me a little crazy, and they mentioned it, but Isaac should know how to make this. Is a standard boat drink. He should not have to look this up.
Well,
in my opinion.
And it's so. What are we? We're in in the third season now. We have never seen him mix a drink in the history of the show. He's pouring them, or he's like taking a pina colada out of a machine. He's never.
I mean, he had to look this one up and make it.
Yeah, why
make it
taking
twice?
Isaac's legs out from under him? Like,
Twice,
make him look like an expert, you know? Yeah,
So-
I know.
So it was what? Brandy, lemon juice, and pineapple.
Brandy, lemon juice, and pineapple.
Which
Yeah.
again, I feel like pineapple just dominates that drink anyway. But that's
necessarily so. I imagine.
Right.
It is,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a tropical
Yeah.
drink. So
yeah. But it was interesting that Harold calls it out as his favorite day drink, which is
It's
just
the
like
only thing he'll drink.
I have drinks that I would like during the day and all, but to call it out, that's a real alcoholic move right
well,
there.
I only
dude.
drink
classic Green Bay
Pisco
Packers
punch.
fan right there.
Yeah, right? Like,
Yeah, real cheesehead.
he's in Lambo, cheese head on, drinking mugs of Pisco punch. It's just
love it.
awful.
Rooting for who's even the quarterback of the Packers and
This is Bart
in
Starr.
1880.
Don Makowski. Was it?
No,
I
it's
don't
too
know.
early.
A little early
Too
for
early.
Mikowski.
Magic Man. Enter the frantic blonde from the lobby. She orders a pisco punch. It sounds better when you say pisco punch. I'm going to try to say pisco instead of pisco punch. It just sounds... ask the piano player to play Close to You. Boy, and then opens a book about the Green Bay Packers. She's getting a lot done when she first walks into a bar, by the way. For somebody, it's give me the drink, play the song, let me read my book.
I mean, she's
Within
got
a
her
minute.
eyes on the prize.
Yeah. Oh, she's,
And
Oh,
that
man.
and listen, that was the most natural asking somebody to play something on this boat that we've ever seen.
It was. It
And,
was.
you know,
I thought it was odd that there was a sort of a tuxedoed piano player in the Pirates Cove because he didn't have a Pirates themed outfit
I
on.
agree, but is this the first time we've actually seen the piano player? Because if you remember, a couple people have played the piano in the Pirates Cove, but it was just there. So I guess they're retconning
Richard
that
Dawson.
now.
Remember? Yeah,
And Douglas Fairbanks played it too.
that's right.
So yeah,
I thought it was weird, but it kind of fit. He tells her that he can't believe she ordered his favorite drink, requested his favorite song, and is reading a book about his favorite football team. He introduces himself. She introduces herself as Holly Christopher. He asked her to have dinner with him, and she plays it very cool by saying, "I can hardly wait."
I will say this. This is where I fell in love with the Connie Stevens performance this week was when he says you're reading my favorite book, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, oh, really interesting. And she just like sells him completely. It was just
She was
like,
good.
it was really good. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it. I enjoyed the fact that she had just a Packers yearbook, which we never established where she's from.
Was she reading
But
just
I would
player
imagine-
names?
getting one of
Al Dodson, left
Getting-
tackle, Minnesota.
getting
Like,
a Green Bay Packers yearbook if you didn't live in Wisconsin or the greater Wisconsin area. It must have been very difficult. So,
well, all she had to do is order it on eBay in 1980, or
well, such as that. I mean, based
drive
on what
there.
they end up having for information in how she attains this, maybe it was in the box. Like there was just a Packers yearbook. I think
I
think
like-
she worked at the time capsule.
They just give her all
factory,
this
so-
stuff. That's funny. He buries it and she just digs it up
Digs
right
it right
away.
up. Yeah.
This pisco punch.
How many handsome people have bought a shovel this week? So it's,
Yeah, she's the '80s equivalent of like Manic Pixie Dream Girl here.
Yeah,
She's like conniving, aging Dream Girl.
yeah. You
Yeah.
wouldn't even.
Yeah.
But she's so like too cool for school too, which is kind of.
Oh
She's
yeah.
very cool. She's
She was
very
great.
cool.
she might be
Playing
like
it perfectly.
this will be a impossible to think about in the short period of time, but she may be the most dateable person female wise that's ever been on this show. Like it
And
just
she's
felt
a-
like
No, I agree.
She's a total psycho.
yeah,
Yes,
and that
yes,
says, maybe
she's
that
perfect.
says more about maybe
Makes
that
her
says
so
more about
real.
me.
Right.
But-
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's funny. We see quite a buffet, and I do hear a mariachi band.
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
big swelling. This is like
So
a few in a row where we've had this like music lead up, big buffet shot. Like
well, this is I see Mexican and American flags and the flower arrangements in the
Oh.
buffet. Now, last week it
Lobsters.
was Greek night, and they brought
Right.
out like flaming swords of meat.
yep. So we
This
swapped
week,
out
no
the
swords.
we
Yeah,
swapped out the flags and the
for
musicians.
lobster.
Yeah.
For lobster
Yeah.
and a watermelon covered in tinfoil with a million rolled up pieces of ham toothpick to it.
Classic
saw that.
Mexican cuisine.
Yeah, that nothing
The
says
height of luxury.
Guadalajara than cherry tomatoes on toothpicks. Just awful. And
Oh my
ham
God.
cubes.
But at least it's inside. At least
It
it's
was
inside.
festive. Yeah,
Yeah,
that way there's no
it was.
flies.
Right.
The chef was enjoying it. He was
He
eating.
loved every second of it.
He's always out there. It's a
He's
different
just-
chef
yeah.
every week, but he's always out there showing off.
Right.
Marshall grabs some food, heads to an empty table. Vicky sees Marshall and is shocked to see Captain Merrill with hair. So what I'm assuming now that this has just never come up. And if not, what does he talk to her about?
She said it as much that he never. You
Why
never
would
told me
you
you had
not-
a brother?
I just wonder what does she know? Wouldn't you think
What-
like he would give her like
I found it even more interesting that she introduces herself as Stubing's daughter, and Stubing's brother has nothing to ask her about about that at all.
like who's your mom?
He's just like, "Oh, really nice to meet you then."
Yeah. They
No
they
questions.
they don't really land the definition of what their relationship has been because he seems to know a lot about his brother, but not this. Like he doesn't ask like, "Oh, is that Stacy Stubing or is that her kid or
Right,
something like
nothing.
that?" Yeah. Did you have a child out of wedlock
Right. Like
in mysterious circumstances? So,
or if it'd be funny, his brother's
Just,
like,
just
"How
stow
is
away
this
on the ship
possible?"
one day.
Yeah, how is
Yeah,
this
right.
possible?
Right.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Captain Stubing arrives, introduces them. More split screen magic.
this is where we get the back of the head Captain Stubing
Just didn't
shots. And
match,
yeah,
didn't.
just really, come on, guys. Like that was really egregious. Like, come on.
just get
Before
somebody.
before we move on, I
Yeah.
kind of enjoyed Vicky's comic timing.
I
with
agree.
explaining how when she was confused and saying, "Oh, he has more skin," or she didn't want to say that Meryl is bald,
Right.
right?
They
She
don't
was
give her
being
much.
diplomatic.
They don't
That's
give her
good.
much, nor really should they. Maybe at this point,
Yeah.
but it's like she does 2 to 3 minutes as well. It's better her doing those than when they had like other crew members doing it
Yeah.
before.
Or
I
Rachel
thought she
the
handled
messenger.
it pretty well, actually.
Yeah.
I
agree.
thought so. I will say this. I'll say that so far, I feel like this was Vicky's strongest episode. Again, they don't give her too much, but
I like the one where
I
she
thought
was
she was
scheming
fine.
with the other little
with the
guy.
hand signals.
No, not that one. The other one.
With
with
the
Kurt
yeah.
Stencil. Yeah.
yeah,
So
she was all right in that one.
you know, You're
We're
not
getting
gonna like
there.
anybody. You're not gonna like the fruit of Stubing's loins, no matter who it is. So
You make a great point. You're absolutely correct on that one.
Yeah. I'm kind of playing devil's advocate here.
Yeah, I mean, Captain Stubing scolds Marshall for running his scheme on the woman in the lobby. Marshall tells him that her name is Ruby Gibbons.
and she'll be Gibbons me that money pretty
Oh.
soon. So.
Ooh. Captain Stubing asks him when he's going to stop deceiving women, and Marshall says when it stops working.
Boom.
Bam! That's what I thought.
Damn.
That's full head of hair energy right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is. Look at this. This son of a
Stone
bitch
cold
right here.
killer right there.
No kidding.
If this show really was good, what's her name would have showed back up on the boat. That old lady that friend zoned Stubing.
Oh,
And Marshall
and then hooked up with
Yep.
immediately.
Right
and
in
Stubing
front of
would just
Stubing.
watch her dancing on the dance floor again. Just solid Native American Coca-Cola tear. Oh, poor. Captain Stubing asks when he's going to stop deceiving. Well, when it stops working, here comes Ruby, dressed in diamonds and in a Jesse Ventura feather boa. I don't know what the hell this woman's wearing. I don't know what. Like she's a valet, for the Freebirds.
She's a world class valet. So.
Jesus, Miss Ruby,
Yeah.
Wow.
I think she hit Carrie Von Erich with a shoe, with a high heel shoe. Or something.
Her perfume's got the XXX on it. She's shady. Ruby realizes that they're brothers. It's kind of hard. Stubing recognizes her quote Oklahoma accent,
which I mean. Listen.
Oklahoma accent?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's.
You can tell the difference between Oklahoma and a Texas or an Arkansas,
Nebraska or Arkansas.
Right, fine line, man.
Yeah.
Am I detecting a hint of Native American in there?
Just something.
Is that Cherokee?
And how much time has Merrill spent in the middle of the country? He's a boat guy.
He's a buffalo. He's a buffalo enthusiast. Oh, I love the wild buffalo and his stupid socks.
So it's me and Barry Switzer.
And Diane Ladd is from Mississippi.
Diane Ladd, okay. Oh, well, he's probably working on that wishbone offense for the old Sooners back in the day. She tells him that her husband passed away and they buried him in his oil field. And that there's 3 oil wells per acre.
Nice.
She offers to get champagne for everyone. Merrill says, because he can't drink. No thanks, I'm driving. So we have stayed. We watch everything this guy drinks and eats. So
sure. Yeah.
Still not drinking. Good for you. Marshall asked Captain Stubing to borrow 50. Why would Merrill give him 50? Why would you do that?
Because it's a family.
Brother.
He's taking advantage
Brotherly
of the
love.
whole.
Well, plus he also knows that what happens later in the show is going to happen anyway. He's just going to sign it over to him anyway.
That's true. He's going to say it's your boat. Anyway, here, take my hat.
What
I should have done. I should wear my captain's hat and given it to somebody else while we're filming.
You should have wore a piece. I was kind of hoping you would.
Oh, I'd never take it off, Mike. If it was, I would never take it off. It'd be on my head.
How much money do you think? How much cash is in Stubing's wallet? Like a lot? Like to have a 50 just like that bang when you're working. I don't know. Why would he need cash?
Why would he ever need cash?
Right.
I wouldn't think he would have a
souvenirs in
$50
Acapulco.
Bill. Yeah. Well, I mean, I could see he's probably got snack money, right? So I could see maybe some snack money.
Yeah, but then they should have quarters.
But a 50. Well, he just likes a lot of snacks.
He gets $50 worth of elote as soon as he steps off.
Give me $50 worth of Dunkin' Munchkins. Go ahead. Just fill up this captain's hat with Munchkins.
I guess for the gift shop, because wasn't there like a stretch of about 9 episodes in a row where he was coming out of the gift shop to start the episode?
He was.
So
yeah.
Yeah, he's buying pearl earrings every week. He's saving
every week. And engagement rings, apparently. So I don't know, because you can charge those to somebody. Anyway. Marshall,
do you know how mad my wife would have been if I bought the engagement ring from the gift shop of a fucking boat?
from the lady who was on probation, worked Angela in the gift shop? Yeah.
This is great. I also bought you a baby spoon and porno magazine.
Yeah, we can get everything in there. It's good.
They had a small can of Pringles.
Yeah, the tiny and a small bottle of water as well, and some Coppertone.
And the newest James Patterson.
That's right. That's right. And Swank Mag. What was that? Scuttlebutt. Scuttlebutt.
And no, Scuttlebutt was the newspaper.
Kitten
was the porno magazine.
Kitten was the. Marshall pays for the champagne with the 50 and tells
Now, did you
Isaac to keep the
hear?
change.
Did you hear how much the champagne cost for 2
Yeah.
champagnes?
Yeah.
That must be some bust ass champagne.
Some crappy ass.
$3.75.
Yeah. Yeah, a nice $70 some tip on a wait, would that no, we wanted not a wait. Yeah, how much would
Just
a
hand him
bottle
150.
be if it's three?
I mean,
$3.50?
we've seen one drink cost
Yeah.
$5.
That's
so that's ridiculous to
Oh.
2 glasses of champagne be $3.75. So
Maybe it was
Yeah.
a special, you know,
or it was terrible. It was like on the radiator the whole time or something like that. So.
Old champagne, $3.50 for 2 glasses. That's what the sign said behind Isaac.
Sorry, radiator
charges
for
double.
you not Philadelphia listeners. I'm sorry.
Right, yeah. Wasn't going to mention it. Does Isaac charge double if he has to look it up?
I mean,
shouldn't charge
champagne should
anything
be
if he has
one
to-
of the easier things that he pours.
You would hope.
Right? I mean, so
You never see him cracking a bottle open ever. You never see any sort of action shot of him doing anything.
We haven't seen champagne popped on this boat since he popped her in the eye. He popped Julie in the eye. Remember?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
So that's why he doesn't open champagne anymore. So
It's probably a good thing. Well, that's probably why the cap's been off of this
banned.
bottle for since season 1. It's
Yeah,
just
he's
flat and
he's banned.
turned into coconut milk.
We're gonna sue you unless you promise never to uncork champagne again.
No problem. Christine is handed. I'm sorry, Julie and Christine are filling up their plates at the buffet. Christine is handed what looks like a crispy tortilla with cheese and sour cream, and Julie says, "That's one of our specialties." And I'm like, "What? A crispy tortilla with cheese and sour? Well, we are south of the border, guys. You know what I mean? Let's
Feel like
get
I'm already
crazy.
there. Feel like I'm already in Mexico.
Nothing says Mexican food quite like sour cream. You know what I mean? So I don't know how
dollop.
that happened. Dollop.
Exotic
What-
foodstuffs.
What do you think was in 1980 sour cream too? That must be
like white
the
17. Like it was
remnants,
just
just the
awful.
remnants of 3 Mile Island, like,
marble
it's just-
chalk, just awful stuff. Christine sees Neil Rich and says hello. He comes over to Julie and Christine. Again, why the hell has Julie not said anything? Let that go. The 3 of them sit together poolside. He orders a bottle of wine. Same kind of wine Christine's late husband used to drink. It's getting weirder. Neil says he sees that they both like lobster. How do you feel about dancing? And again, a line I don't think I would ever say, because lobster and dancing are 2 of life's necessities. They're not even in my top 10 necessities. Lobster and dancing.
All right. What are they? Go top 10.
Oh, I mean,
let's hear it.
Oh, geez. Love the Love Boat, number
Okay,
1. That's
sure.
number 1 on my
no.
list.
Lobster's
patriotism.
Lobster's like 12 or 13, maybe.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
11.
I know for a
Lobster
fact
almost made
dancing is much lower than lobster. I
much
know for
lower,
you.
much lower. Yeah. It's in the 115 range for me. The 3 of
I've
them.
been to fish concerts with Mike. Oh,
Yeah.
he dances.
Yeah, I get into
And are
it.
you getting like concession stand lobster at the fish concerts?
No, I get tortillas with sour
possible.
cream and cheese.
Oh, they're specialty.
Yeah, I eat the cruise specialties
Yeah.
at fish shows.
Yeah, there's ethnic food there.
The 3 of them very quietly continue eating their lobster.
Would
Holly
you allow
Christopher.
Kraken?
Yeah, no crack. Shh. It's all soft shell lobster. No one can hear a thing. Holly Christopher's poolside is approached by Doc. He asked her to have dinner with him. Boy, Doc is. She begins to look around. He says he isn't there. She sits down, explains the company she works for houses information about millions of men, likes, dislikes, IQ, health, heritage. This is done to separate the superior male from the inferior male.
Well, now hold on.
Okay.
So let's get into this.
Yeah.
So she says the superior insurable male, which makes me think these are what, actuaries that are like figuring out.
Yeah, it's
Sounds
like
like
the MetLife like height weight standard
Right.
sort of thing.
Okay. So I get it, right? In 1980, that probably is, some of that makes sense. But we then find, I mean, all the information that she has on this guy would not be in a form, right? Like, oh, what's your favorite?
You don't think
What's your social security number? Do you smoke? What's your favorite drink?
Well, everything was
Yeah.
written except for the
Are you a
love
Green Bay
machine.
Packers fan?
Yeah,
Right.
like, was this the
Favorite
love
song.
machine? Was this the love machine computer just spitting out names of passengers?
Oh,
Like,
that's a good point.
we didn't have software to do this. They didn't have Excel.
Well,
like, what
I
is
mean,
her export of data? Imagine if they do it manually.
Well, they do.
Yeah.
I mean, she had a friggin' Polaroid picture of him.
Well, that's
True.
the
Yeah.
then he went there and had his picture taken and was screened, right? Can we, or is it a secret photo of him? Like he
Well,
had to
no.
submit for all these
Right.
testing.
So my guess
right?
is here's what I think happens. You apply to Eastern Airlines insurance company,
Right.
and they're like, name, height, weight,
More
job.
like Eastern Baby Company, but go ahead.
What's your
Yeah.
favorite song from the 1940s?
Sure.
What is your favorite sporting team?
Trick question.
Right. Do you have any children?
What's
are you
1
sus-
plus 4?
Right.
Get
Where
the IQ one. Yeah.
where are you going to be vacationing months from now? Like there were things. Some of that information was not like some of that was static, right? Like so.
What time will you be arriving at that location? Yeah.
She showed up right behind him too. This story is
Yeah.
much creepier because it's not current day. Like current day, at
Yeah.
least you would understand how it happened.
This
I
is a
almost
terrifying science fiction plot line.
Well, yeah,
That's
he
ahead of
should
its time.
not.
This would
He
be so
should
much
not wanna be with
scarier
her.
if she was ugly. So,
Right?
Yeah, no, she totally gets away with all of it
He
because
should run. She's gonna chop up into pieces. Like we don't know what's really going on here. But
yeah, it's psycho behavior.
but to your point,
But she's so cute.
right.
Yep.
If this was not, if this was just an horribly ugly person,
Yeah.
like he'd have no problem just like, man, get out of here.
Pushing
You know
her
what I mean? He'd have
overboard.
no problems. He'd throw her
Right.
over. He'd throw her overboard.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just a little security breach. That's all.
It's so tiny. We're fine. We're fine. Apparently, yeah, he's perfect for Holly. Soon he'll be the father of my child. She wants a child, not a family, and doesn't want to be a wife. Enter Howard, with a brilliant statement. Have you seen the buffet? The food looks wonderful. All right. Box
all that
of
specialty.
fucking rocks, this guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing there. And I feel like Rod from last week was a week too early. Like this would have been, it wouldn't even been a storyline with Rod. It would have already happened. Like she would have been pregnant already if Rod's on this episode with all
Well, I
that
don't think-
vitamin E he was popping.
I don't think Joe Namath was waiting around for permission to be asked to impregnate
No.
anybody last week. So.
No, you just like, you're welcome. Doc says, wait till you see the dessert.
So hell of a line delivery by
Good
Bernie
work.
Capel. He didn't do much, but that was
No,
great.
that was good. And then that takes us to our very first commercial break. Whoo. We're back. Neil and Christine are dancing together in the Acapulco Lounge. Neil's amazed at how well they dance together. You're not helping yourself, Neil. Neil, shut it, Neil. Run. There's a couple psychos in this episode. No kidding. Like, Neil, get out of there, and Howard, get out. Like,
Women be
Right.
crazy.
they be tripping. They be tripping. He tells her he's a loner. She tells him that she's a widow. And then great.
Sounds like a
thanks.
dating
Thanks,
game or
Florence.
something.
Yeah, great. The password is widow. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. Holly and Howard, back to them, are at a table together. This gets weird too. Howard asks if she'd like more champagne. She says she hates the taste of it. Amen to that. But she loves the effects. So
Yep.
she'll have more.
Yeah.
Just choke down more champagne there, Holly. Keep it going.
That's not what she's trying to get pregnant here, right?
I wouldn't think the champagne would help.
Well, no, she
Right?
needs to get really drunk to have sex with this guy.
With
It's
the
what
perfect
she's
guy,
like.
you'd
With
think he
somebody
wouldn't
that-
take anything. She'd be ready to go. Like he's
Somebody
my
she
perfect.
really doesn't
yeah.
like.
Yeah, handsome Howard. What's his face? Howard touches her nose and tells her to hold her nose when she drinks it. And he leaves to get champagne. He orders it. He's talking to Doc about Holly. Doc says maybe she wants to chip off the old block, which confuses Howard because he's dumb. Howard gives Isaac his Cabot number. So again, if you're outside, you have to pay for the champagne, right? Like, why didn't? But if you're inside, all you had to do was give his room number.
I mean,
So
not
is
even
Marshall
that's
just being
not
an
even
extra big
that's not
shot?
even that's not even consistent. But yes, that's why Marshall did what he did there.
Just to be
Yeah.
a biggie.
Yeah, he's not going to sign it over to his room. He's got to pay for that. So
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Doc
But
tells
he also
Isaac.
left a $45 tip
right,
when he
yeah,
bought
That
the
is true.
champagne. So
Yeah.
there's a
he
lot.
looked like a
there's-
high roller.
Right, and when you just write $45 tip, it's not as flashy as when you give $45.
That is
tip,
true.
so.
That is true. That is true. And when you're buying such high quality liquor like that, it's good to leave a big
Right.
tip. You know?
Yeah, and I'm like, I know you're not known for your flourish you're in front of prospective ladies, but this is
Yeah.
a good move by. Because didn't you say a few weeks ago when you buy a lady a drink, you would just run out of the bar screaming? So
Yeah, just walk away, like no eye contact. Just gotta go.
this is a
No
different
idea what
approach.
happened.
This is a different
Yeah,
approach.
I understand that.
What did I do that for? I gotta go. You panic.
Marshall's a real player. Real player.
That's right. That's how you do. That's how you just drop it and then you run and go home and hope you're not followed. Neil and Christine are having champagne on deck. They feel like they've known each other forever. Oof. Smooch. Uh-oh. Christine says she wants hot cocoa with marshmallows. She thinks having that in the moonlight is romantic.
And McCoy girls love the hot cocoa.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. So did, yeah. Howard leaves after one more smooch. Enter Julie.
Who was standing on the deck watching them?
Yeah.
Like she was being cheated on by one of them.
And apparently, brosiers were illegal on this ship. I didn't want to bring it up, but I had to bring it up. It was ridiculous. Like, good Lord, Julie.
Oh, yeah.
Good. Christine tells Julia she never thought she'd meet someone who acts and looks like her late husband, John. It's almost like John never died. Uh-oh. We've turned a corner now.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Full on crazy.
It's like the second or third time this season we've gotten Julie looking at someone the way people used to look at Julie with these crazy things, and it's a funny twist, I think. So.
But to see her outside of her normal, like, the
She's
way
like,
she
"Oh,
normally
I see."
operates.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
And again, Julie has a concerned look on her face. She's not saying anything. She's not saying, hey, maybe you should just
Well,
chill out, Aunt
I guess
Chris.
deep.
Like,
Well, first of all, Julie is not being exactly super sentimental about her dead uncle,
true.
but also it's like this kind of goes into I'm sure my aunt isn't really hooking up with this guy because she thinks it's the reincarnation of her dead husband. Like there's a jump here
Yeah,
that I
there's
think you just
no
give your
way.
aunt the benefit of the doubt, so.
Right. She's an adult woman. She can handle the situation.
Right.
But she did walk up with them smooching, and her aunt said, it's almost like John never really died. Like, I almost feel like you have an obligation to be like, hey, Christine.
Well, she did say,
Like-
he's not really Uncle John. Like she did say that at least.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, I get it. But
This is where
and-
Julie should have revealed her attraction to Uncle John. Her own attraction to Uncle John.
That's he died of a
there you
heart
go.
attack as I mounted
and
him.
then it
Yeah.
becomes a competition. Yeah.
The other thing is that Julie, it is like an elder, right? Like
Mhm.
Julie maybe has respect and doesn't want to step in. Although again, that doesn't jive with her telling her to get over the dead husband. So yeah,
Right.
there's a lot going on. Julie is just getting the hang of this giving advice thing.
Yeah,
so
she's yeah.
It would have been so
That's
great
true.
if it was Julie and Flohan occupying the whatever Gopher and Doc roles, of trying to hit on the same person.
Mm.
Oh,
I see.
very
God.
interesting.
Like the Olympics on the boat. It would have been good.
Come on, yeah. Former
We haven't- I mean,
husband, dead uncle.
We've talked about it a little bit, but like we are in the back end here of season 3, and
Yeah.
Julie has not gotten really anything since Chenault, to do in terms
it
of
destroyed
romance,
her.
which has been a choice, I would say. So
But I know that we do know that
All business.
Yeah.
but he comes back. Don't know how. Don't know what capacity. So we'll see. But yeah, that storyline kind of chopped her off at the legs.
But
a
yeah,
little
you're
bit
right.
this
If they're
season.
bringing Donnie Most back as the same character. That means we're
Right.
going to have more Alaska. And as I mentioned a couple weeks ago, I think I know where she gets off the boat. So it's like,
That's a totem pole. No,
it's not good. If you don't remember, I'm not going to remind you
I don't
because it's
remember.
haunted me. So I look forward
can't
to
wait.
re-listening to it for the stubbies and being annoyed again. So,
It's Howard is walking Holly back to her cabin. She invites him in. Holly sits him down, turns off the lights, puts on music, and tells him that she likes him very much, and says, "Sex is very similar to the foxtrot." Like, whoa. He's still. Howard looks a little doesn't know what's going on here. She drops her purse. She's starting to smooch him. Purse. Howard's picture falls out of it.
yeah, did she get hit with a luggage cart? Like she just got that purse went flying for no
okay, whose
reason.
purse opens and like pictures spill out just so. It's the only
Did they
thing
not
that
have
fell out.
zippers on purses back then, or a
Well,
button?
it was like the clasp, like the
Yeah.
shink, you know what I mean? I'm surprised it opened.
Also, you know what? Let's put that picture somewhere else.
Right?
Let's
you really
wrap
need-
that one up?
Right. Yeah. Incriminating
eat that
evidence
picture.
on her at all times.
Well,
Let's
once you
eat that
found him, you
picture.
know where he is. What do you need the picture for?
Right.
She was practicing talking to him. She's like, "This is what I'm going to say. Let me talk to you."
She was like, "I'm cute
your
enough. This
hair
doesn't
old,
even
man.
matter."
No.
Yeah. Well,
And she was right.
it works, man.
Yep.
It works.
Tells him that she's been studying him for 3 months and wants to have his baby. And Howard, being the genius that he is, says, "You can't. I don't have a baby." I wish I had a box of rocks sound effect. Just, come on.
That's hilarious. That's good.
Just, this poor guy. Well, look, if you're going to tout that this guy has like this IQ that's perfect for somebody else, you can't have him say stuff like this. He should be like, perfect.
Well, people people into eugenics don't make the greatest decisions usually.
There we go.
Let's don't want to be too smart.
Right. You're like, this, you don't want
Yeah,
that.
that's a curse.
It's a Three Bears situation.
Yeah. Nerd alert. We don't want that. Holly explains that she wants him to give her a baby, tells him that it's no big deal. He doesn't even have to spend the night. Howard is insulted by this, says he's not just some sex object. All right.
This was
Boy.
this is well before the Big Chill, right?
Yes.
It is well before the
Yes.
Big Chill.
That's true.
And the
That's
Big
a good point.
Lebowski, for that matter.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Uh,
this is very progressive show.
one of the most. Boy, this is my God. Okay, Captain Stubing's on the bridge. Boy, I hate this scene right here.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. What's he doing?
Nothing.
It looked like he was
Nothing.
operating the things that you hang fancy jewelry
Dude.
from.
It looks like it's the first time he's seen most of the equipment. He had that viewfinder and he's looking from up here. Like, you can't see anything. You got to put your face on it, dummy.
When Vicky comes in, it's just like a normal cabin door sound. Like, shouldn't that be a thicker door?
Oh, she was in a closet. Like, what are you napping in a closet again, Vicky? Just back from ice cream? What the hell? Where did you come from?
Why are there so many entrances to the deck?
How you secure it? People just walking in. Vicky's here. Vicky
You don't want the
No.
audience to think it might be a real ship that they're on.
Right.
No.
Can you imagine if the cockpit had like a shitty door and also a second door?
Yeah, like a second closet door that leads to something. A 12-year-old's room.
Who knows?
Vicky comes to say goodnight. Vicky thinks that Captain Stubing doesn't like his brother. Stubing says that he's never worked a day in his life. And Vicky says, "Oh, you're jealous of him." I thought it was a well-timed little quip.
Yeah.
Good for Vicky. All right. Now here comes
Amounts
Marshall.
of babes.
Jesus, with like 9 people with him and a giant like magnum of champagne. Captain Stubing says, "Who ordered all that champagne?" And Marshall says, "You did. I signed
Nice.
M. Stubing." Burn.
Marshall rules, man.
Marshall kind of rules. And
What a
Captain
badass.
Stubing, he kicks him out of the bridge, except nobody leaves.
Yeah.
Get out of my bridge.
Like,
And
I mean,
Marshall's
for all
like,
the
you guys don't have
times
to go anywhere, really.
for all the time Steubing pulls rank and does all that crap, this is
Yeah.
actually the one legitimate one. You should not have a bunch of random people up
No.
here.
Drunk
Like,
people.
yeah, exactly.
Well, you'd think somebody else would even like remove him. Like it wouldn't even have to get to the captain's level. It's, you know, the people like piloting the boat should be like,
Yeah.
hey,
There's
drunk
no
people.
security. There's no security. In this
I'm
boat.
driving a
It was
boat.
a simpler time. No
Yeah.
A
TSA.
much simpler time.
This is like 9/10. It's just like
The freedoms.
And they sing.
They do sing. Before anyone leaves, Marshall toasts him and says, to the finest captain on this ship. Oof. Steubing kicks him out again. They're still not leaving. So look, he kicked him off the boat. He said, I have a ticket. And he's like, curses. Get off the bridge. And he's like, you're the finest captain on the boat. Curses. Get out of the boat. And then he's like, I'll sing row, row, row your boat in a round before I leave the ship. There is zero respect for Meryl Steubing.
well,
And
but
that is from his brother. And that is my issue.
but to me, the issue is, in fact, then they hit the horn. And I don't know much about.
I didn't even get to that. Yeah.
I was gonna say I don't know. I don't know much about. Yeah, he's using it as a like
as
harmonica,
a pitch pipe.
like
Yeah.
right. I don't know much about boating and stuff, but I feel like
Neither
the
do I.
horn going off in the middle of a thing, it's like
It might
like
break some like
Greenpeace is
maritime
gonna show
law.
up or something. Like,
Well,
it's
there's a
gonna be
reason
thing.
for it.
Right.
You know, like
Right.
yeah, I was that when but not only once, he did it a couple times. And I
How
was
many
like,
people are
you
asleep?
kidding?
It's probably very late.
Not anymore. Everyone's awake now.
Marshall likes
Everybody
to
should've-
party, guys. This guy
Everybody
rules,
should have
man.
woken
He's a
up the
party
next day.
animal.
Everybody should have shown up next morning just like so tired, and they like murder Marshall Steubing. They keyhole him for
They keyhole him. They just
Water-
carry him, burn him in
water
effigy.
crimes. Yeah, so-
But they accidentally get Steubing instead. They get captain. He's like, no, look at my hair. Like, nah, likely.
Do you think that every button on the bridge is labeled?
Not horn. Not horn, paper shredder, horn.
Donuts.
Donuts.
I like to. I love to think that because it was labeled, right? Didn't it say
Oh,
horn?
it
when
said
pushed
horn, yeah.
So it was a
How
big
else
red
would he have
button.
known he's not a captain?
Right, exactly. And it said horn,
He
and it
can-
made the sound when he pushed it. Like I like the writers thinking, like, well, we need the audience to know what the button is when he
Spell it
pushes
out.
it.
It's not like the horn sound will indicate.
I'll say this: that in this scene alone, Marshall has done more to operate the ship than I've seen Captain Steubing in. How many episodes have we done? 69. This is 69.
This boat is filled with people who have been captaining the boat more than
No
Connie
kidding.
Stevens.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. It just Captain Steubing looks like a fool. When we go to our second commercial break, you know, it's not so much I'm unhappy with the episode. I just think it's just wild inconsistencies in a season where we really thought that would level off, because there is a Vicky, and I felt like you needed to have that consistency from him to have Vicky as that sort of
But I
child to
think
parent, but they
but
made him look like a fool.
I disagree, because I think what they really have landed on is him being a goody two shoes, stand up, wise, all that crap, and all that stuck. Now, what I will say is he comes off as like a paper tiger, right? Like that's the problem. They took his teeth away a little bit in terms of, as the captain of a boat, you need to be able. But again, he never had it, Mike, because he's tried to break up fights every week and he gets punched in the face.
Yeah, he just
So
gets.
it's like,
That's true.
no
It's
one
not like
respects
he
his
flexed
authority.
he's never flexed captain's muscle. I mean, he has, but it never did
But
anything.
no one respects his authority.
No.
So like that's actually consistent. So I will disagree in that. I think it sticks to where they've landed. It just makes him look quite bad as a captain.
Just so bad. And it
Eventually, though,
Hmm.
gets to be the bigger man. I mean,
I
getting ahead of us
completely
here.
agree. It's
he never
weird.
ends. He never ends a show badly. They
No,
always.
no.
So he'll never let that happen. So.
I used to compare his character when he was doing dumb stuff like this to like a Commandant Lassard from Police Academy.
Right.
Maybe not on that level, but
Yeah,
it was
not
just like,
as
come
clueless.
on.
But to
No.
me, like if this was a season 2, right, an early season
Yeah.
2 episode, same thing happens. He tries to throw them out, and he like backs into the horn and with his butt,
Or
and some
falls
not
into the
like I mean
ocean or
it's
something.
right. It's
Yeah.
just much more nonsense. So this was at least because he he sat there quietly, right? He took it in,
Yeah.
and it does set up. I never thought about this until right now. It does set up the possibility that he took vengeance on his brother later when the fiance asks for a thing. I don't
Right.
know that.
Oh, so you
I
kind
don't know if that was
Oh,
intended,
bait
but
and
yeah,
switch.
Brilliant
right,
writing.
yeah.
Yes.
So good job, Casey Keller, former
Love
How's
goalie.
it going, former goalie? Good for you, buddy.
Clean sheet for Casey
Clean.
Keller.
I like.
Score.
Yeah, 1-0. We are back and we're poolside the next morning. Christine and Neil are walking together and deciding what they'll do for the day. Christine should just try to stop being crazy for the day, but that's just me. Christine suggests they play cards. Neil says he doesn't play cards. And Christine,
Okay,
yes,
Chink
but
in the
how
armor.
about cards?
He says, Neil says, I can barely tell the difference between a spade and a club, but he offers to give it a try. Good for you, Neil.
Good for you, Neil. Also,
Neil's
get your
a
eyes
sport.
checked, man. They're very different.
Wow. He's got some motor function issues with shuffling cards, but Howard's is poolside reading a book. I believe I looked, he was reading Green Eggs and Ham, but it was upside down.
No, I think he's reading the Ray Nitschke story. So.
More statistics. Yeah. Me and Bart Starr. That's what he's reading.
Curly Lambo's Guide to Women.
Right.
Holly walks up, apologizes. Howard, you can't help it if you're an animal, which I thought was a really funny thing for him to say to her. She didn't seem to mind. He forgives her. And Holly, which it's awfully quick to forgive. He's like, I was super offended, but now I'm like, it's Connie Francis. He forgives her. So Holly's super happy. She tells him again that she wants him to be the father of the baby. Howard closes his Dr. Seuss book and storms off. Marshall and Ruby smooching on the Lido deck. Ruby saying how wonderful last night was. Marshall says, wait until tonight. Boy, that old Steubing charm, huh? Runs in the old family.
Yeah, whatever. He's got more action on this boat than Steubing has in the whole series.
Yeah, Steubing's never. Yeah, he
Wait
just
until
stands on
dessert.
the dance floor. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Wait until I bang you in my brother's bed right in front of him.
Oh, I'm going to put his hat on, too. Yeah.
God, what total player, man.
I keep thinking of the Book of Shipwrecks. He's probably got that Book of Shipwrecks in his room now. Marshall does. That son of a bitch. Captain Steubing walks up, more split screen. Ruby excuses herself to go get a manicure. Marshall tells Meryl that he bought her an engagement ring and put it on Meryl's bill. Tells Meryl to relax. Okay.
Sure.
All right.
What do you think a boat engagement ring costs?
Right.
What is it? Is it made of sea glass? Like what? I don't even know what it's. Is it a pearl? Like what is it?
No, you're over. I mean, that's the worst time to pay for a diamond ring. The worst place.
It's gotta be.
It's supposed to be 2 months' salary. He doesn't have any money, so maybe that's price accurate, right? So
And they only have blood diamonds in there too, so it's really shady.
I'm not signing on spec for a diamond ring or whatever this ring is. Like,
especially if you're just signing it M. Steubing and you're
Right,
clearly not Captain Steubing.
Yeah.
Whoever's working in the gift shop is, okay, sure. I'll put it on Meryl's tab.
Yeah. I hope it is Stephanie. I hope she's like, I'm gonna get that.
Well, she was so mad he accused her of stealing before. He's like, watch what I do now.
This
Bald
jive, this jive boat.
Yeah, you sure can. Get the bigger one. Get the bigger ring.
Yeah.
Neil, I'm sorry. Marshall tells you bought an engagement ring. Meryl tells Marshall, you can't build a happy marriage on a foundation of lies.
Which
yeah,
I will say this.
He knows he's not trying to build a.
But I will
that's
say
what he's
this.
doing. Yeah.
Steubing tried to build a relationship, maybe marriage, on a house of omission because he didn't tell what's her name about Vicky at all. So
that's right.
I don't know.
Same.
And Steubing also was basically running around with Vicky's mom, right? Like, come on, Meryl.
Yeah, you can't have it both ways. Marshall says that he doesn't want his advice and walks away. That's very Marshall. It's a very Marshall thing for him to do. Neil can't shuffle cards, but Christine tells him to try harder. He's comically bad
Just do it.
at shuffling cards.
Do it like my dead husband.
Or just like do like this, and
like
then stack them up. Or
He's like he does have motor skill issues. Maybe he might have what that guy had, like Dirk Rambo had.
Hey,
Maybe
don't get this guy near a hot tub. He might drown. We saw a guy, similar situation, almost drown in a hot tub. She tells him to try again. He says, Neil will never be a dealer in Vegas. And Christine's getting a little pushy now. We can see getting a little ugly there.
Mhm.
Captain Stubing's in his office pretending to map something. Ruby arrives, apologizes for interrupting. She wants to talk about Marshall, shows him the ring. She wants to buy him something, but she knows very little about him.
Which
Stubing asks her
to me,
sit
that's
down.
that sentence. That question is asking more questions than
You just answered the question that you should have been asking.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. I don't even know his last name.
That's.
He was dead reckoning. He was dead reckoning.
Right?
He says that. I mean, obviously. But that sounds like a serious way to open this conversation that they're going to have. And I'm interested.
Here's the thing. Yes,
Yeah.
obviously, I will marry you. Let's find out a few things about you first. Though.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's get the yes out of the way, and then we'll go down the list of do you have a job? Things like that. What do you do for a living? She didn't ask him anything.
No.
Right.
She got mesmerized by that beautiful head of hair. That's what it was.
And that mustache.
Does your brother own this boat?
Is it
great? Do you work? Do you work for your brother, the owner of the Princess Cruise Lines?
That's the money right there. Doc's telling Holly. I'm sorry. We cut to Doc in the Pirates Cove. Doc is telling Holly she's making a mistake by not getting to know Howard. Wait a minute.
Right.
Since when is Doc anti-sex and pro-marriage?
I'm going to posit this is a move.
Oh, well, he does get a smooch at the end. That's a good call.
Yeah.
He was white knighting her, kind of,
And I will also say that Doc, being married 4 times, I do think he is pissed that people are coming around now and just doing this. So
that's true. Yeah, you could have saved me a lot of money in alimony.
Yeah, there are women like this out there. That
if I were 10 years younger.
Kidding. And four less marriages.
Yeah.
I have a quick Pirates Cove question for you. And this is something you guys probably have already mentioned before. But the bathroom signs in the Pirates Cove are, let's see, I think I remember, pirates and damsels.
Yeah, damsel doesn't
which
sound
which is more of a castle than a pirate.
Yeah,
wouldn't it be like
more
a
of
pirate,
fantasy.
pirate?
I would think wench, maybe.
Wench.
Yeah, maybe they couldn't do wench.
It should be wench. It should be wench.
Did you say pirate-ette, Mike? By the way,
pirate-ette.
Buccanet.
Buccanet. That's a bit. I mean, even pirate for the men's room is
lady
maybe
pirate.
Not specific enough. I don't know.
That is true. Damsel doesn't. Pirates have nothing to do with damsels, right?
Right. Well,
I wouldn't think.
Swords and patches.
Or it could be called parrots and cannonballs.
I'm dependent on you, son.
Holly says that one of every 2 marriages ends up in divorce. Holly thanks Doc for his concerns by giving him a couple lip-to-lip smooches. Good Lord, man. She's
and that was
friendly.
not I'm gonna make him jealous move. She
No.
didn't know he was gonna show up. So.
That was her nature. That's just how she is. I was like, wow.
Holly was just
she's all
putting in
business,
a backup
man.
plan. Yeah,
she's matter of fact. She's not playing any angles at all. Except
no angle. She goes straight for your face and greetings. That would just be. Enter Howard. He wants to speak to Holly immediately. Tells Holly that she's the best thing that ever happened to him. I'm like, what? Where the hell did that come from? Is that that's the result of Doc getting a smooch? All of a sudden he's like, you're the greatest thing since what? And he isn't happy about her smooching Doc.
This guy's got all this stuff going for him, right?
Right.
And also, the Packers won 2 straight Super Bowls about 15 years ago. Wouldn't that have been the best thing that ever happened?
It's not a New York Giants type situation. Yeah. Yeah, I don't. Again, he says she's the best thing that ever happened to him. He tells her that he's okay with her having his baby, and they set up a time and place for later.
And this is
So,
with the understanding that she doesn't want to have a relationship,
right,
right? I mean,
Right.
her whole thing
Right.
so far is that
right.
she just wants a baby and
That's it.
no strings attached, right?
So if Howard never walks into the Pirates Cove, he never comes to this conclusion because he never sees her smooch and dock, or he
No, I
came
No,
didn't
to
I
think
think he
this.
was
that had anything
going.
to do with it.
I think he was
No, he
going there to find her to tell her that he was
was the
going to have the
same.
baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the
Yeah, I
doc thing
agree.
was irrelevant. So
Right.
Just
Yeah.
meaningless.
That was just
Right.
giving Doc something to do for the
right.
episode.
Yeah.
Fair
That
enough.
makes
He's like,
that
I
makes
don't
me
know.
that makes me want it more. So-
Let's write in a smooch with Connie Francis. Like, all right, Barney Capel, why not? Christine's leaving the gift shop. This time it's her and not Steubing, and she runs into Neil. She bought him a present. She opens it, and it's a pipe. Says he doesn't smoke.
and she
And
keeps
she's
going.
just like, she just keeps going. Like, I'll
It's
give
not
you this
just a
gaslighting.
pipe,
tobacco.
man. It's not
It
just
is.
a pipe.
It
Yeah.
is a Sherlock Holmes type device. This thing is,
Yeah.
good Lord.
It's huge. It's a
So-
statement piece.
So
It
does
would've
that
been-
mean that thing just holds a ton of tobacco too?
Yeah,
Like, if
and
you
Mike,
have
by the
something
way, I
like
know
that-
I know the best tobacco to go in there too. If you're looking
Wow.
for it.
I think we all do,
It would have been funny. It would have been funny if at this point she just starts like buying stuff and dressing him there. Like, oh, this is a hat that you look good in. Like,
Right.
wraps a
Kidding.
scarf
Here's
around him, like,
cufflinks. He used to wear rouge, and she's putting makeup on his face and just getting all crazy with
he
it.
only had one ear.
But yeah, this pipe is just, and for somebody who is not a pipe smoker, you
Well,
don't
it's
see
not
people
just
smoking pipes anymore. It was just a huge, like,
well back then, yeah. Well,
You know?
the other thing is too. It's like this is. I mean, they kind of did it with the cards because he seemed like he had convinced her that the card thing wasn't working, and then she said, "Let's try again," and that was like, "Oh, here we go." And then this thing, she's not listening. Like, regardless of what the
No.
crazy is, you're also just not listening to me. This isn't going to work out, Floho. So
mm-mm. I mean, he does seem pretty willing to put up with it until it gets to this point.
well,
Until
it's like a 3-day cruise. Like,
well,
you
until
can put-
Julie says, well,
Yeah.
she leaves to get her hair done. Julie walks up and tells Neil that the pipe looks just like the one that her Uncle John used to have. But it's the only time she mentions it.
Yeah, and then she's
what a
like,
weird
she's like, "See ya,
bye.
Yeah. Yeah.
chaos
Here's the
agent
only
Julie
hint.
McCoy."
No follow-up questions, no anything. She just drops a bomb. She's like,
Yeah.
Marshall is nervously drinking alone in the Pirates Cove.
Arr.
Ruby walks in, tells him that she had a talk with his brother. Captain Steubing said that Marshall was a tad irresponsible and tends to stretch the truth. And Marshall begins admitting to all sorts of things. And excuse me,
Spills his guts.
right? It reminds me of
Yeah.
the Goonies.
Yeah.
When Chunk was admitting to all the fake vomit, the whole crazy thing, because he's just admitting everything. Like,
Just watched that the other day, and one of the greatest
That's a great scene.
performances in movie history. That
it's a
scene.
great scene.
Way to go.
Captain Steubing didn't say any of these things. Instead, he said that Marshall would make a wonderful husband. Don't know why he would say that. Marshall decides that he can't marry Ruby because he loves her and she deserves someone much better than him.
What a man.
What a turn of events.
Yeah, what a twist.
Christine's in her cabin. Julie's helping her get dressed in God knows what she's wearing this thing. I tried to describe it. I gave it up. It's like a pink chiffon, like bodysuit. It looks like something that she would wear in like the Brady Bunch Variety Hour, like in one of the
Well, maybe it
songs.
was. We just got done with
It
that.
might have
you
been.
know.
It might have been.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
It was
from her
something.
personal collection.
So,
I mean,
it's
the
either
fact that they
pink or
didn't,
coral.
the fact that she didn't make them
Right.
shoehorn a song in here is a win for all of us.
Oh,
So,
we're all.
Yeah.
Florence
Amen.
Henderson always tries to get a song in.
Mhm.
She tells Julie that Neil has something very important to tell her. Neil arrives, says that they shouldn't have dinner. They've gone too far and too fast. And now Christine reveals that he reminds her of her late husband. Neil says that until she realizes that no one can be your husband, she won't be ready for anyone else. Great advice
absolutely.
from everyone this week.
So
Another.
So first of all, did she think that he was going to propose to her?
I mean, she's not dealing
Did
with
she
reality.
think that he was going to propose to her?
Yeah, like when she
Oh.
says to Julie, I think it's pretty obvious. We know how we feel about each other and stuff.
Oh,
She said
Why else would
I
he
didn't know.
come
I didn't
back?
know it was going to go that far. I don't know. Maybe I'm.
who knows? Who
I
knows?
mean, this boat, they flip those rings out pretty fast.
True,
So.
She's going to give him
They
the
do
reveal
sell them. I
version.
don't know if you know, Jonas. They sell them at the gift shops.
I heard they're on sale right now.
She'll
It's
be
a
like,
great
I'll be
deal.
right back. She's going to fly back home and take that ring off of her dead husband's finger and just, throw it on Neil's when he's asleep. Oh,
Do you
that's
think her
weird.
dead husband's still in there? He's like propped up in there, his easy chair in the living room.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's Southern. They're sitting with the dead. I think they sit with him for 365 days,
Yeah.
something like that.
He's like
It's a-
Frosty the Snowman. He's got his pipe.
Yeah. He's got his
stack of
pipe,
cards.
his cards in one hand,
A
and his
lobster
wedding
in
ring
the
in
other.
another, covered in lobster but can't dance.
Yeah. Okay. This makes sense.
That makes sense.
It's like Norman Bates's mom.
It's the
but
third
with
house to
lobster
the
and
left.
pipe.
You can't miss it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, you can't.
Mhm.
Isaac arrives at Howard's cabin. As Holly arrives, Howard wants to dance. Holly agrees. We cut right back to the Pirates Cove.
Well, hold on now. You left out
Yes.
the fact that Isaac drops off this stuff and then has to run back to the Pirates Cove while getting changed
Oh,
for the
that's
next
true.
scene.
They did it
Oh.
again.
Wow.
They did it again. Last week, he changed from the Pirates Cove to dance with somebody in the next scene. We just assume he has layers. He just
Do you
rips them
think-
off.
Because we are like the Pirates Cove is basically becoming like the set at this point, right? They're
Yeah,
using that
yeah.
a ton. Do you think that they didn't think about the fact that they were just going to have these problems? Because I don't think they would have made the costumes so obviously different.
Or maybe they would have
Right.
had two cast members as bartenders, so you don't run into this problem.
Or just have somebody else deliver stuff. Yeah, but it's like he is constantly
Why is
in
he
a
delivering
tuxedo and then in the, as you say, the silk owl. Like it is.
But why would he? He's got to deliver. How much is that bottle
Well,
of
because
champagne?
Gopher was unavailable this
He's
week.
getting
so-
ready for his mom's visit next week, so he's
And Anderson and Sydney aren't there. But this is
Nobody.
where you should have had another waiter character.
he
Our-
can't
Yeah.
deliver
Our
They
crew,
need Eastern European interns. They need-
something. Just
our
an
crew this-
unspoken delivery.
this season, the crew, the ancillary crew has been thin as
wild.
hell this year. I don't
Yeah,
know
it's-
why.
Doesn't
Like,
make sense.
just put somebody in a waiter jacket. This is not that hard.
And the thing is, it's not like it's not gonna break the the mythology. You got to figure you have X amount of support people
Who's the
on a ship.
who's-
I don't know who's doing
whoever-
anything.
Right. Whoever was.
You know what they need? A photographer.
Yes.
Well,
I can't imagine when that would happen.
well,
They,
Jefferson Darcy
They should have used.
is the future photographer on the Love Boat.
Well, yeah.
They should have used whoever was playing the back of Steubing's head as a waiter, and he could have delivered it. So
They
Yeah,
could just
for
drawn a
sure.
face on the back of his head. Nobody would have known the difference. Poor guy.
Yeah. I guarantee you, the producers never or director never once considered any of these logistics.
Mm-mm.
no.
Why would anybody consider
Like
that?
we got to get this thing to
Well,
air.
And it's funny
Yeah.
because they
Come on.
have gotten better with basic continuity stuff.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
if you
Okay,
remember, the
all right.
last Connie Stevens one was the one where it went completely out of order. Like
Yeah,
it was
it
basically a
was-
season one. We had
No.
Julie wearing two outfits in back-to-back scenes, which I guess now in
Wow.
retrospect didn't matter.
The hair
um,
didn't match. The hair was
This
like
is yeah.
Right,
this is
right,
the this is the only thing, and I guess you could sell it as well. These events aren't happening exactly at the same time, but as far as I'm concerned, they are. This is a documentary, not a show. So
That's
Right,
right.
yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
It's like Deadliest Catch, but without the crabs. Exactly.
Well, that's what you
Uh,
think.
yeah, don't check dog.
Yeah, don't check that out. Back in the Pirates Cove, Neil's talking to Julie. Christine arrives. Julie excuses herself. Christine wants to find a new drink for them, and they smooch. That's all it
So
took, huh?
What
That's
happened?
all
Yeah,
it took.
what
The
happened?
hell?
Like, why is he?
Neil has
doing
not
it?
felt the touch of a woman for a long time. When Neil's willing to put up with a lot, like,
But
it's
but
all
he
right, I
came
remember.
in.
Yeah,
He came in justifiably with
Sure.
concerns.
Yeah.
Said you needed to take some time. She shows up,
2
offers
seconds later,
zero like new foundings, right? Like it's just
she's still in that stupid outfit. She didn't have time to do anything.
Yeah, I unearned. I think we needed we needed
Super
half a scene
unearned.
here to explain this one. So
Got to wrap things
This,
up, man. Got to
well,
wrap it up.
this thing
the
they
curse of
shouldn't
Act
have.
4. Yeah, so
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true. We're in Howard's cabin and they're dancing together. They smooch and Holly gets upset. She doesn't want to like Howard and that he isn't a sex object to her anymore. Just like that. Says she's scared of commitment because so many people got to get divorced. Howard asks if she'd like to slow things down and she agrees.
Man, what a
The whole,
turnaround.
yeah, right? Like, okay. Marshall's on deck thanking his brother for what he said about him to Ruby. Ruby arrives and says that she loves Marshall. They smooch and the engagement is on. And we go to our final commercial break.
I hope they have the wedding on the boat.
Yeah.
I
They're
can't.
gonna come back for
They'll
sure.
be
Oh, I hope
back.
he does. I really
I
hope
mean-
Marshall Steubing comes back. I mean, honestly.
Marshall's gonna do something stupid, and Meryl's gonna inherit an incredible amount of oil wealth.
He's or debt. One or the other.
I mean,
Yeah, that-
oh, did you hear about the density of the oil wells per acre?
Yeah.
Three.
Do you
It's three.
Meryl Steubing was killed by a bunch of Iraqis.
It's the weirdest thing. It's the weirdest thing. Yeah, he's flying the OPEC flag now on the Pacific Princess. It's very strange. Holly and Howard hug Doc on the way out. I don't know why Howard would hug Doc on the way out.
Well, he explained it because he was sticking up for,
He's just, Christine and Neil are leaving together. Neil says, with those glasses on, she looks like a girl he went steady with in high school.
She looks like a proper mourning widow. So
Yeah,
Julie
or the
must be pretty
invisible
mad.
man, like one of the two. It's very weird. Ruby and Marshall are leaving. Captain Steubing says it was great seeing him and Ruby, Marshall and Vicky. When I grow up, I hope to be more like your father. Marshall says this to Vicky. End of episode.
Well, hold on.
Wow.
Emotional, tear-jerking hug between Gavin McLeod and Gavin McLeod.
Yeah.
Gavin McLeod and cameraman with
weird balding guy and Gavin McLeod.
Right. One way or the other.
That's our episode, gentlemen.
All right. Totals in a recap. Best of the season so far is the Dallas Cowboy Cheerleader 2-parter. Worst was the Charo episode. I think I've said this before. Hold on. It's not the best episode.
All right.
But I think it's potentially the best non-2-part episode of the season. I will say this. We have had a few episodes where you say, this is what I think the Love Boat is.
Mm-hmm.
This is a really good version of what I think the Love Boat is. It's silly. Nobody tried that hard. You had some crazy in there. I could have used a little more gravitas maybe somewhere, but I just enjoyed it.
I agree. I did enjoy the episode. I didn't enjoy the lack of consistency with Steubing sort of. Well, nobody respects him anyway. So I thought it was. I would definitely agree and say it's the best non-2-part episode. I'm trying to think if I would put it above any of the 2-parters this season. I might. Okay, and the thing with me is it moves. The episode moves.
Right, it's very quick.
Very quick.
And very, very rewatchable, too.
And there were things I loved about it, I would put it up there. I'd put it up as my favorite one-part episode of season 2. I do agree with you on that one.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Jonas, you've watched a few of these Love Boats this season. Any comparative thoughts to ones you've seen before? Or?
I thought it was great. I loved it. I mean, what a joy to get two Steubings, I mean, just showing Gavin McLeod's range, I was floored.
On paper,
it was a lot of fun.
Right. On paper, this could have gone terribly, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I thought it was going to go terribly.
Yeah,
when I saw that, and I was excited for that. I mean, I would have enjoyed that as well.
Either way, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You had some good players, right? You had some really good players this week. So
you did, and would I like in my heart would I rather see like Rich Little or Richard Dawson or somebody like that. Probably, but there's actually some heavy hitters here, and
Well,
and
we'll
they
keep it.
they did a nice job.
We'll keep in
Connie
mind too
Stevens was great.
is it's funny you say the Rich Little thing, and we brought it up before. They had Rich Little on, the guy of 1,000 impressions. He didn't do any
Right.
impressions at all.
Nothing. Right.
So, but you get a Connie Stevens who has a solid performance. You have these other actors. Yeah, I'm with you. It is interesting.
And I think this
I felt,
happens. God,
no, I just think I think Gavin. This was a tour de force by Gavin McLeod.
agree.
He had a lot of screen time. I mean,
Right.
And this happens when we do this sometimes too. Is the last few episodes have been pretty bad,
really bad.
and so to have something that you
so
really
I heard.
enjoy, that you really enjoy and didn't hate anything, like even the Florence Henderson thing, which is probably the third storyline. It's like it was fun, it made sense, it didn't try to be anything it wasn't.
And she didn't sing.
She didn't sing, and she didn't do like a heartfelt breakdown scene about her dead husband or something. Like, they colored within the lines. It was a nice piece of television.
Keeping it light, despite the story.
It should be.
Sometimes just take the single. Right? It was very nice.
Right.
I agree.
Captain of the week, Mike.
Well, I can't believe that I'm going to say this.
I think we brought him around, Mike. I think we changed his mind a little bit here.
I say Captain of the Week or Marilyn Marshall. Merrill, maybe not so much for him not effectively enforcing his authority or having his authority respected, but at the same time, the way that he talked to Ruby, you know what I mean? There was a lot going on in this. It did steer me. It turned me around. The Captain of the Week has to be, in my point of view, it's got to be the Steubings. Yeah. Just for if not for quality, for volume, but there was some quality in there as well.
I mean, and Jonas, I think you agree. If you thought of Marshall Steubing as O.D. Warbucks,
O.D. Warbucks,
he was credited
Captain
in the portals
of the Week. Absolutely.
If you thought of him as his own individual person, it is one of the better performances we've seen all season.
Yes,
it was really good, man.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Honorable mention to Julie's sheer blue dress, but OD Warbucks. Yeah.
And I will shout out Connie Stevens because I thought she was really good.
Absolutely.
As well. So, worst of the week, walk the plank, Mike.
I gotta go. If I have to pick one, I'm gonna say it's Howard. Out of all the players, if I look at it just from an acting point of view, I do think he was the weakest out of all of them. And if I look at it from a character point of view, he was kind of the weakest of all of them. So I would say him because I think anybody could have replaced, not anybody, but I don't see him as making that role his own. There wasn't much there. And I didn't think he was.
That could have been the hot tub guy's brother.
That's right.
That could have been like 6 different guys that we've seen this season. It's just
there was nothing
dark-haired, early 30s to mid 40s guy.
Right. It's right. Insert exactly.
Jonas,
I saw on his IMDb that he wanted to be a football coach, like a high school football coach.
For the Green Bay Packers.
Only for the Packers.
I don't know.
And he only drinks what is it? Pissant punch on the day. What is it called?
Pisco
punch.
Yeah.
Man, have some respect.
Which
doesn't love brandy and pineapple.
Which leads me. Am I allowed to do this? I hate to do this because he's actually my favorite actor on the whole show.
It happens.
But Isaac not knowing how to make that drink, that's unconscionable. I mean, he's on the Love Boat. You got to know. You got to have every pineapple drink in your back pocket.
You would think.
That's a big mistake on his part.
He's like Isaac's rum and coke. How do you make that? No, come on, Isaac.
I mean, come on, man.
Rum and what?
I don't have that.
Let me get the book. Let me go look that up.
Oh boy.
So I hate to do that to him.
I think for me, the part of me wants to say a little bit of that early Julie because of the insensitivity for the clearly mentally challenging death of her husband for
Yeah.
Florence Henderson. I'm gonna go with the boat's lack of cabin security on the deck. That seems like a really bad problem that
That's
we're gonna
fair.
run into later
Oh.
on when this ship gets taken over and explodes or something. We're gonna know
We'll
why.
know it's coming. It's
We'll
gonna
see
be
it here.
long
Well, that's
overdue.
you got both of those, right? You got cabin security, personal security, and then you've got the bridge
Yeah.
security.
Yeah, real
that's
lax of
crazy.
security this week. This was not a secure. This was
Mm-mm.
not a secure vessel in any.
And you're
in any
paying to
way.
come on that boat?
Yeah, yeah, with your life.
No
So-
kidding.
That's
Yep.
totals and recap for this week.
Plugs, hidden season Patreon, absolutely hammered. This is the Phillies podcast you need. So grab your bat, your cap, and your Phillies pride, crack open a beer, and enjoy a weekly Phillies happy hour with Chris Jones, Justin Clue, and our very own Mike Robertson. Check out Absolutely Hammered on the Hitting Season Patreon. You can find us anywhere and everywhere you find your audio podcast. Please hit that subscribe button. It helps out a whole lot, and leave a review. You can also check out our video podcast on YouTube. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook. Look for weekly reels and updates. Let me check the old...
You've got mail.
Let me check the old mailbox. No new mail this week. I just wanted to hit
man.
the sound effect.
That jingle is killing us, but it's really
It is.
good.
It is.
I will.
I'm 0
I
for
would
4.
like to say we got some stuff on the Instagram over the holidays. People just wishing us well, Happy New Year, all that
Very
stuff. So thank you to everyone who participates in all the other medias as well. So
Next episode, Mike. The return of Gopher's mom, but not Gopher's dad.
I know. R.I.P.
Oh, jeez.
I'm about to
He was
spoiler,
just on
guys.
the end of last season.
Yeah.
And we welcome back the robot can't go in the pool, Gene Rayburn. And we meet an offensive Asian comic.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Why'd you I always get the touchy ones? Like
I'm
it's
glad.
like, so-
You're going to be like, why aren't you saying anything? And I'm like,
yeah. This episode will be 45 minutes next week.
No good. Well, at least this ship's not going to Venezuela next week. Am I right? Hey-oh. Oh.
Hey, topical.
Oh, topical.
Well done.
Hey, Jonas, thank you very much for being our guest this week. We love doing
Great
this
job.
podcast, and I thought you did
Honor
an amazing
and
job.
a privilege.
You really,
thank
really
you.
did.
You're too kind.
Um,
It was what an opportunity.
And you got a
It was
good
so
one
much
too.
fun.
I feel like I always
Yeah.
feel we've been lucky because I would love to say that we put a lot of forethought before we have a guest on, but we've always had good episodes for guests, which is just completely random.
well,
You know,
I got to
Michael,
be
we don't.
honest.
It's not like we're watching them way ahead of time and then picking them. You know, it's like so.
Right.
Actually, I cherry picked this one way earlier this season.
Yeah, but based on the
Incentive.
synopsis,
Based-
not
right,
on
based
the
on
quality.
not-
That's
yeah,
what I'm
right.
saying. The quality is
because
we've been lucky.
honestly,
Can go
I thought
anyway.
it was going to be a shit show. I'm like, two
Yeah.
Steubings? Let's go.
I was sort of
Let's
hoping
go.
for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Same.
God.
No, and
That
it
was
turns out we
great.
saw the finest actor of our generation,
Amazing.
Gavin McLeod.
Yeah, Emmy, his Emmy,
Yeah.
he's going to submit
I
that.
don't
to
know
I
the
hope they
Emmys.
submitted this. Yes.
I don't know what to do with this performance though, in terms of the stubbies, because it's like, can we treat him as a
Mm.
different guy? We'll have to talk about this, Mike. I
Mm.
don't know. I can't.
Well, can we go best crew family member? That way we can include Aunt
No.
Christine. No,
It's crazy that this was OD Warbucks' only IMDb credit.
that's
I
it.
mean, to
I
pull off a
missed-
performance like that, never again.
I missed
God,
it.
it's
the
like a
first
Moonlight
time.
Graham.
When I watched when I watch these things the first time, usually I'm like, I turn it on and I run out because Paramount's got random commercials and stuff. So I didn't look at the
Mhm.
portals the first time. So when I was watching it today,
Huh.
and I was like, in my head, I'm like, wait a minute, Connie Stevens is the last one. Who was that? As it goes by, and I'm like, wait a minute. So,
Yeah.
That's
I'm glad
very
they did
awesome.
that. That was
nice
that was
wink. Yeah,
it was a nice touch. Yeah.
yeah.
I like
Again,
it.
just a very like not taking itself too seriously love boat. I
Mhm.
feel like the ones that really get in trouble are the ones where they take themselves too seriously.
Yeah,
This,
I do.
this was
agree.
not that, and
It was
that's a good
light.
thing.
But I think sometimes the show's at its best when they do keep it light like this.
Well, they're
Nothing too
not.
Oh,
heavy.
yeah, for sure.
They're not. Once in a
It's
while,
the
it's
Love
fine.
Boat.
Right.
Yeah.
They're not always equipped to handle the serious stuff. Like last
No,
week,
no.
last week
No.
with Cleavon Little was good, but they didn't go too deep.
No.
But like
No.
usually they do some ham-fisted serious stuff.
Yeah,
That's-
they'll scratch the surface, but they don't want to.
like I'm
you
pretty
know.
sure we're gonna get Fred Grandy, about his dead father next week. I hope Julie doesn't say anything.
Jeez.
But
I'm sure
think
the
that's the basis of
offensive
the
Asian
story.
comic will be handled
Oh,
with
very
aplomb.
delicately.
I'm
Very
worried.
delicately.
I'm very worried about all of this. So,
boy.
Perfect.
And next episode we get canceled.
help
So
me, help me, Gene Rayburn. You're my only hope. So-
please.
Oh, God.
Well, until next time, thanks for joining, and we'll see you in episode number 70.